Damn, what is up with the squad? It's Session. Favorite Auntie with Uncle Tennessee's in the building with your favorite Monday guilty pleasure in the afternoon. Now, what the sound off, Nephew? What's up?
You rock it with your face.
Y'all know what it is. It's that opera to start the week, baby. What's the word? And I'm starting it off with this. Never wrong, just early. Never wrong, just early. Did I or did I not tell y'all Stephanie White wanted what? The entire seatbelt gang. I told y'all. Bree Hall.
Yep.
Welcome to the Indiana Fever. Welcome.
Yep.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Bree. Welcome back.
Yep.
Welcome back. We'll be talking about that later on today on the
because Stephanie White was not happy with that defensive performance. She was on the sideline, pissed, and I know at who.
You know what I'm saying?
Do my Eddie Griffin, Auntie. Let me blink my eyes.
Yeah, what Don say? What Don say? Baker's dozen.
Baker's dozen. Bakers does it. They don't know. They don't know, Auntie. They don't know. Look. Stephanie White was so hot over there. She was so hot over there, boy. I swear I felt it through the TV, the steam coming through her head. Because you know how defensive coaches are. Defensive coaches don't like when it's 100-some points. That done got put up on them. They not happy.
Listen, I'm sorry, my nephew. We starting off really good, right? We happy. We having a good day.
Yeah, great day.
We're not doing this. Angel truly ruined the game. It's sad. All of that. I'm not. Listen. This is not the space for lazy takes. This is not the space for whack takes. This isn't the space for black women hate. This ain't the space for that. None of that. She hasn't ruined the game. It isn't sad, and the fact that you even took the time to even pop in here and write that shit is sad. So. As I told my, I don't even need for you to like, so I don't even need for you to like respond. Here we go. Troll alert. Retro runner, wrap up. Troll alert. Get him up out of here. I ain't funny no more with y'all.
Facts.
I ain't got time. I am done with that bullshit. Move around. Get him up out of here. Troll alert, get him up out of here. We ain't even, this ain't the space for that.
It ain't.
That shit is so tired. That shit is so tired. Like, do something. It's 2026. There's so much other shit going on out here. Women's basketball is on fire. Angel is down in Atlanta. They're doing their thing. And this is what you talking about?
I ain't, yeah, like, did we just not see? Did we just not see like the game winning block? Like, in the whole stadium went quiet, and the Atlanta broadcast said, "And to Minnesota, we will let ourselves out."
Hey, so this what y'all need to know around here. When I put the name up and the alarm go off, that just means you don't even got to worry about responding to them because they won't even be around here no more. They don't get no warning. They don't get a chance to explain. They get the fucking shadow realm. We do too much real basketball talk over here, and the time that y'all put in, y'all could be anywhere. Y'all right here with us on a Monday to talk hoops. I'm sick of bullshit trolls. It's other spaces and channels for that really want to do that, man. Go do that. Yeah, when the alarm go off, just block them. You don't even got to ask. When the alarm go off, send them. That's it.
Hey, Auntie, and I know, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. And I know that y'all out on in these YouTube streets talking about says block you. Please let them know I set off an alarm before I block your ass. Now I don't even need it. Please go run tell that. And I know, and some of y'all you ain't even got to run and tell them because your favorite whack ass content creator is in my chat listening right now. So let them know. Let them know as y'all get over there to them and y'all get together in y'all little groups and talk about it. Yeah, let them know we don't do dumb troll shit over here. We don't do dumb troll shit over here. We do real basketball talk over here. Nah, here's the thing. It's one thing. Here. Let me say this. Jazz BB2, I don't have to be open to a motherfucking thing. An opinion is one thing. If you have an opinion with a real take, bring it. But what you not gonna do is tell me how to run my channel. You want to let different opinions run around and spend that time on yours? Cut on Jazz BB2, your camera, your space, and do that there. I'm gonna run my space how I want to. And if you don't like how I run it, don't be here. That's the simplest thing. You're not gonna tell me how to run my shit. And I just said I open this up like my house. You in my living room. You're not gonna come in my house and tell me how to do shit. I have real basketball takes over here. Angel Reese ruining basketball is sad. It's not a real basketball take. That's a trollish ass line that I'm not dealing with over here. So I appreciate you stopping by, but if it ain't for you, LOL and take your ass on too. Let me know if I need to hit the alarm. Here's the thing. I said from the beginning, I ain't for everybody. I don't give a fuck if you're here or you're not, because the only people that I want here are the people that really want to be here and have the type of conversations that I'm having. I don't have everybody. You don't have to have everybody at your house, but you ain't gonna walk up in this motherfucker and tell me how to do a motherfucking thing.
Hell no. Yeah, like who is you to do that? Who is you?
You can run your motherfucking channel however you want to, but don't you LOL. You can appreciate or don't appreciate. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to be here.
Thanks for the $2 super chat, Mario. Good afternoon, and hit the like button. Hit the like button on both platforms. Share both platforms wherever you at, to your mama house, your daddy, your grandma, and them. Everybody share it, and make sure you hit the hype button at the end of the videos on both platforms. All the videos, go all the way back to make sure you hit it on both platforms. Make sure you do that.
And let them know we ain't for no games. This ain't the space for lazy takes. So if that ain't for you, move around. And it's okay. We wish you well. The one thing that I want people to do in this social media space is go where you love it at and they love you at.
Mm-hmm. Look, look, they got plenty of other spaces that you can go to. Look, we're here to talk hoop and strictly hoop.
So Jazz, I was Jace, BB2, whoever this on the screen with the LOL, all that. I needed to know. I was waiting on you to let me know. Did you need me to hit the alarm? Was you just gonna leave on your own? Was this where you wanted to be? Let me know. If I need to hit the alarm, I'm fine with that though. Let's go. Let's get into some real hoops talk, because women's basketball is on fire.
Let's go. Let's talk about it. Look, listen. Opening weekend. Auntie, this might have been the best opening weekend I've seen in a long time for women's sports. That's not college women's sports. It's insane. This weekend, we got to see the new blood. We got to see the new faces in new places. Everybody was hooping. We might have a little rivalry starting between Ball Holler and Phoenix. We might have a little bit of, we might have a first round playoff matchup. It was an atmosphere last night. That's what we want.
Regional rivalries.
Auntie, and I told everybody Ken need to start, and she about to start. It's only been 2 games, but what did I say, Auntie? I said in 5 games, Ken gonna start. I'm telling everybody, watch what I tell you, because that Ken dog and that J-Yo, that junkyard dog. Well, you ain't gonna be able to my Auntie. You ain't gonna be able to get to the break. You ain't got to get to the break. You already got some big dogs already out there, and then the biggest dog in the back, Deuce. You ain't even gonna make it to her. You got to get through them 2 dogs.
I don't know if I want her to start though. I like Ken off the bench.
You like her off the bench and that 6-woman role?
I really do. Because here's the thing. This is what I felt like in the first game. I felt like Kennedy was out there like, oh, I got to pass it. What should I do? If I got Ken coming off the bench, that means she's going to overlap a little bit with Asia, right? So she's
right.
And when Asia goes to sit down, I need her to know it's Ken time.
Okay, got you.
Now it's Kennedy Carter time.
Got you.
Because it's on you now. Go be you. Go be you. And then closing time, everybody's on the floor.
Right.
I don't know about a starter, but I do feel like Kennedy will be a closer.
Okay, closing. Yeah, at the end, yeah. I can see that.
So
but Talbert, man, I don't know, man. She gotta get a play up. She gotta get a play up on that defensive end, man. She been cookware the past 2 games. She been cookware.
Well, I don't know. The worst cookware I saw was Jordan Canada. Olivia Miles got cooking on Canada.
Oh my God. Look, Jordan Canada, man, we need you to step to the stage. We need to make sure your ankles are ready for tomorrow's game.
My gosh.
Olivia Miles was snatching souls, bro. Look.
She got the cooking on Canada.
Look, man. Man, dog. Yeah.
Who did Kia Stokes turn into? Kia Stokes to turn it back a little bit. Kia Stokes looking.
Hey, look, Auntie, it's ball holler, man. Look, that purple and black. I said last night, you thought because we in purple, you thought we was haze. No, we ain't haze, baby. This is that real purple, that purple, man, that purple drink. What my boy Dave Chappelle said, what the F is juice? This is purple drink. And you come out to the Bay, you getting a smackdown and a purple drink.
Man, Canada got to redeem herself. Jordan Canada, I'm looking for you, JC.
Man, JC ankles got snatched so bad. God damn. Have Olivia out there doing the fast break. Just I'm gonna snatch that back. If you look at the back of the Minnesota Lynx bench, there's a brother that was right there. He was like, ooh. It was like, damn.
Not like, damn.
Damn. Hey, call the doctors. Come help her. Please get her ankles back. That was crazy.
Listen, for everybody that's doing the ref whining in the chat, I see it, but I'm not acknowledging it. I don't talk refs here. If you don't come to play 5-on-8, don't lace them up. The refs are gonna be what they did. I did a whole video about the WNBA and they refs last year.
Yeah,
it's what it is. It's what it is.
But Auntie,
we have the same conversation every year.
But Auntie, weren't you taught growing up playing that you don't depend on the refs? You play the game like it's like that anyway. So why is it changing now? Like, what's so different now about it? We was taught that. Our coach told us, look, don't depend on the refs. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let me do the talking to the refs. Y'all play. Bro, like, look, the refs gonna be trash. It is with all across the board, they're bad. You got to go out there and just snatch it. You got to snatch it. I don't want to hear about no refs. I don't want to hear about nothing. Your goal is to go out there and play defense, put the ball in the hole, make your reads, get in the correct sets, come off the ball correctly, set the screens. Look, it is what it is. Look, New York lost all their stars yesterday. That's left, and they still pulled the victory out. Because you know what they did? Man, they weren't worried about no refs. Washington had a chance to win. Hey, it's a part of the game. You either gonna adjust or you just gonna get out. You're gonna be on the bench after 6 fouls. Angel had 5 fouls, Auntie. I think her and Pow Pow had 5 fouls. Guess what? Pow Pow hit the shot to win the game, to get the game winner. And Alicia Gray and Angel had 2 big blocks to kill the game.
How long did Pow Pow play with them five fouls though? The trust that they had to keep Pow Pow on the floor.
Yeah. Auntie, I've been saying this. I've been telling people since Pow Pow was at SC, even when she was at Oregon. I kept telling people Pow Pow is different, and she gonna change. She changes the culture. She's a culture changer. Smecko trusts her. Smecko talks like, man, I just trust Pow Pow. I just trust her. I was about to sit her down, and I said, you know what? No, Pow, go out there. Pow Pow is a gamer. Like, when you got 5 fouls, look, you still got to play. She still play with that mindset. I can't let Olivia get an easy shot. I cannot pass up a shot. I got to make the right reads. She played hell of a game in her minutes that she played with those 5 fouls. It was incredible. It was incredible. It shows the growth. It shows the maturity. It shows another year where, look, y'all can talk y'all shit, man, but look, these SC players, man, I told them, Auntie, last year, 2 years ago, they can translate. They can play whatever you need them to play. Any role you need them to play, they can play.
They say Don don't develop what? How many guys Don got in the league right now?
Man.
Does she got 7?
I think she got 8. Don't she got 8 or 9? I think she got 8 or 9.
How many? For some reason, I think she got 7 guards and 6 bigs in that Baker's dozen she got. But somebody tell me. But somebody I got to shout out. Because I be hearing all this unicorn talk and all this stuff. If y'all don't put some respect on Breanna Stewart's name.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I don't understand what everybody's problem is with Stewie. Everybody, listen, there's Asia.
They just hate Stewie. I don't
There's
get it.
Asia, there's Stewie, and then we can talk about the rest of the people. I'm being for real now.
Auntie,
Listen,
there's only
there's
two
Asia,
superstars. There's
Stewie. Come
only
on now,
two
we gotta talk about this
superstars.
now.
There's only
Stewie
two
was a unicorn before
superstars.
y'all was calling them unicorns. What's
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah.
What's up with the Stewie disrespect? I need to understand the Stewie disrespect. I need to understand it. I don't understand how people forgot that Breonna Stewart is a hooper.
I don't understand it. Auntie, Stewie is
LA is playing as a big. Thank you.
We're gonna talk about LA. If y'all look at my thumbnail on my channel, I got LA up there. LA on my thumbnail.
Look, I didn't even see your thumbnail. LA on my thumbnail too. Look at that synergy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, listen. Listen. I told you, Auntie, I was gonna cuss Natalie out if she would have kept. I know y'all love Kate. But LA a dog, bro. Man, she took that game over yesterday in the paint. She looked at AT. You can't bully me.
Wait. Let's finish Stewie.
Yeah, let's finish Stewie. My fault, y'all. I'd have jumped the gun, man. I was so hyped.
Let's finish Stewie, and then we're gonna give LA her due.
Yeah, but I was saying, Auntie, Stewie is to me like she's still a superstar in this league. I don't get why people think. Look, outside of Asia, Auntie, let's be for real. Who got a resume like Stewie? Who got a resume? That's Stu York. That's Stu York, man. I don't want to hear about no Sabrina Ionescu. I don't want to hear about no other player, JJ. Stewie is the rock of that team. She's the best player on that team, and she's been the best player since she got there. I'm so sick and tired of these fans jumping to Sabrina. Man, look, Stewie is the reason New York is where they at. She the reason they got that one ring that they never had before. I don't want to hear that no more. Stewie is a dog. Both ends of the floor. It ain't just one end. She ain't no specialist. It's both ends of the floor. She holds it down. She could play. If she got to go to the perimeter, she'll do it. She got to play the paint. She'll play the paint. She got to get a rebound. She get a rebound. She got to set somebody up to score. She could do that. She is she's in my top 7 of all time. So women, period. Like she's look, Stewie that one. Y'all better put some respect on Stu York. Y'all better put some respect on Stu York.
The New York Liberty are a original franchise. That means they've been here 30 years.
30 years.
30 years. Okay, so it took Stu York to get them a chip. So when Stewie walk in there, Stewie be like, if y'all old enough to me, like me, y'all can remember this. Hey, it's been a whole lot of superstars on this stage here tonight. But Stewie be like, I want y'all to know one thing. This is my house. That's her house.
31, we all love sports. 31, that's all she is. They act like Stewie 39. Shit crazy to me. It's crazy.
Was 1 year old. She was 1 year old when the league started.
Yeah.
It took Stewie to get here for them to get a chip. Y'all better put some respect on Stewie's name.
Auntie, I don't understand it.
Go ahead.
I don't understand it. Like Auntie said, my bad to cut you off, Auntie. Like Auntie said, there's mother and godmother. Stewie's the godmother and Asia the mother. Like y'all gotta stop trying to push the league out of their hands. Y'all keep disrespecting with these GM surveys. I don't even look at the GM surveys because I don't buy that shit. That shit bullshit.
You know what? It ain't even just the dub because we don't get that gold medal if it's not for Asia and Stewie.
And Stewie, yep.
So there's that. I just wanted to make sure that people understand that, like, Breonna Stewart is still out here.
Yeah,
three WNBA chip, 4 college chip. Breonna Stewart is still out here.
She's still her. Like yesterday showed you that she's still her. That she still has the mind to close games. She is before Asia got in the league, Stewie was running it. She was balling. She was hooping. She was there to play against the Candaces, the Mayas, and all of them, the Dianas. Stewie was holding it down. She came in with a mindset of a champion, a winner. That's what she brings. And for people thinking because you won in college, it won't translate. That's bullshit. It does. The intangibles is what make the player better than the rest of them. Yeah, everybody's talented, but there's only some that are talented with them intangibles and those leadership skills. And Stewie continues to exuberate that all the time. Yeah, Sabrina got hurt, but guess what? Stewie don't matter. Stewie there. That's Stu York.
You hooping or you hooping? If everybody that's like, hey, Kai too, listen, nobody's denying that Kai was that bitch, but Kai doesn't get the clothes for a goal. If Stewie,
if it weren't for Stewie Asia, yep.
And AT very early because
AT, yep, AT as well, yep.
This ain't about none of them. This is about Stewie right now.
This is
about Stewie.
Stewie, man, that game yesterday, Auntie, was a playoff atmosphere. Look, man, Stewie and going against, man, everyone making her buckets, making the right plays. Man, look, Stewie was going in.
And I'm sorry, Billy Dancy. There's nothing about Fee that says she's somebody that you build your team around. I don't see that in Fee.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I might be the team moving towards Miles. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like when you say there's only 3 players that you build a team around, Asia, Stewie, and Fee, I would disagree. I would say Asia, Stewie, and a motherfucking name AB. All business. You got me fucked up with that. But teach stay on. You start your team and I'll start mine.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look, y'all forget when Stu York was playing Phoenix, if she didn't get hurt in that game, they snatched game 1. They snatched that series. She was taking their heart in the 4th quarter. Stewie was giving them the business. Stewie was going in. They didn't know what to do. Dewana, Satu, all of them was lost. They was like, man, what the hell we doing? Hey, MJ, I said the same thing. Everybody started coming for me. I was like, bro, this team played better without Sabrina, but
hey, check this out. I've been telling them about Marine Johannes since the year we beat them. I said they didn't play Marine Johannes enough that year.
Nope.
They might could have won.
Yep. Johannes can hoop, bro. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. Johannes can hoop. Johannes can hoop. Johannes can hoop. Look, I'm telling everybody, Stu York gonna get them. If they get over the hump this year, they get to the chip. It's gonna be Stu York and the rest of the group. The way they're running their offense, I still, Auntie, think they need a point guard because I felt like I would have gotten rid of Pryor. I would have kept Pryor because they just still need a point guard to come off the bench and help close games to calm everything down. That's just me. But if they could get away with this, how they're doing it, they're going to be a tough team when it comes playoff time. It's going to be hard to beat these guys in a 3-game series and a 5-game and a 7-game series. It's going to be hard to beat them if they could get by with our point guard. Yeah, they got a lot of length. They got a lot, but
they may still bring in a point guard though too.
Yeah, they need a point guard and they need a rebounder. Look, I know we love JJ. JJ's just not a rebounder. They need somebody who's going to get dirty and get in that paint, get the rebounds, rim protect, dive for stuff. They need that player that's hard-nosed. They're missing that. Yeah, Zon who can hoop. Yeah, they can hoop, but I don't need a hooper right now. I need somebody who could come in and get the dirty work done, the intangibles, the little things. They need that because if they don't, I think you're going to stress Stewie and JJ out a lot, man, this year, trying to get all them boards and play in the paint. They need to get one big who could come in and be different. And I think they'll be even more dangerous.
Commish, talk about it. Woo. Hey, Betts did put some work on JJ.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to bring in a big. You need to bring in a big.
They need a big that wants to bang. JJ.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have that. They don't have that. That's the reason why Washington stayed in the game. Kiki, Betts, and Shakira was giving them the business in the paint. They couldn't stop them. Zahu, she tall, but she ain't built like that.
Even when JJ healthy, she don't want to bang.
Man, JJ don't want a healthy look, man. I'm going to go get me a big. I don't know who's out there right now. I got to go do my research, but I'm finna go get a big. No, Dream do not need Ari McDonald. She get hurt too much. They need to go get a big who's tough, who wants to bang, and who wants to handle all the dirty work. Or New York gonna have a long season.
JJ wants to be a big guard and shoot threes, and they've allowed her to do that.
I,
So now
I look at J. I look at JJ. Yeah, I look at JJ as a
like
big guard. She's a guard. She's not a. She's not a wing or forward. She's a guard now. That's all she is.
It's Magic Johnson out there. When it was announced that Sabrina was out, I was like, they got the Wizard. Listen, yeah, Johanna's been there. Hey,
I didn't know New York.
Rory Armament or like kept Pryor.
No, I would have kept. I would have kept. I would have kept Pryor. I would have kept Pryor was fine. She was running that system. She was running that system good. I needed Pryor to come in and slow things down for them. That's all they need a point guard for. They don't need it in the starting lineup, but they do need a big who wants to bang in that lineup because Satu ain't gonna want to bang when she get there. And then you won't have Satu and JJ.
Do you consider Satu a big?
No, Satu's a guard. She's a guard. So yeah, you know how Measy is. That's what Measy trying to be. Satu. So that's what she's trying to be. But they need to get a big like a. Who's out there. I would try to go get the girl who got cut by Chicago. I would go get Lattimore. The Wizard. I would go get Lattimore. Lattimore would be good for them. If not Lattimore, I would go get Oldacre or somebody. That's somebody like that.
I really wanted them to bring Lattimore back on the developmental. So
no, they didn't. They already filled it up. I know
that. Here's the thing. I know that New York has 6'11" Han Shu, but she don't want to bang either.
But she's a stretch 4. She's not a 5.
She doesn't want to bang either.
Right. She's not. She is.
6'11". Aaliyah Boston is still gonna put her on her hip and move her out the way. She doesn't want to bang, really.
That's what I'm saying. Like they need to get a 5 who could come in and bang. That's what they need. If they could get a 5 that could bang, they would be good.
Give me 1 second on this one. I don't know. I want to say this, and this isn't really to you, Aisha, but this it made me think about this. Why didn't the dream go? Why did the dream the dream get 9? I don't know. But what it made me think about is that these players, it made me think about Suarez. And I wanted to say this because I know a lot of people were like, oh, what the fuck was Golden State doing? They let Suarez go, right? Suarez apparently was offered a contract that she turned down. So some of these players that we think didn't get picked up may have been offered contracts and turned them down to take opportunities that they think are pushing them forward in other situations. So she was like, hey, Suarez was like at the crib, no, I'm gonna go see what Phoenix is doing. So some of these players are getting contracts and then not maybe turning around or choosing to do different things. So I just wanted to, your comment reminded me that I wanted to say that. So thank you. But tell me what you mean about why did they dream got 9?
I know why they got 9. Why they got
to shoot.
I know why they got her. Yeah, not only to shoot. I don't think people watch Nia at Alabama. Nia is a player who can get her own 3-point shot. Like she's not a standstill shooter. They don't have that on the bench for for Atlanta.
Ask Big Foe. That's all you gotta do. Go back and watch. If you go back and watch Alabama, LSU, Big Foe's last 2 years, you'll see why they got 9.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Those are probably the best displays of why they really got 9.
Yeah, not. That's why I said, like, this is why, Auntie, we watch the game and we give our takes. That's why we talk basketball over here. I told people Nye did not fit Las Vegas. I told people when I was on my Stars Hoop Central, when I was like, bro, Nye's not what you think she is. She's not a standstill shooter. Bree Hall was the perfect fit because what Bree Hall does is that she can play defense if her 3 ball isn't going. I could put her on the POA defender, or I could put her on one of the best perimeter scorers and shooters. She's going to do her job. That's what you needed. Nye is a player who Atlanta needs because they don't have a 3-point shooter who could create her own shot or can get downhill. They don't have that on their bench. That's why they move from Winterburn. They got Navarre there. Navarre is going to be their POA off the bench. Also, Pow can also play defense off the bench and can score and can facilitate the offense.
We're going to talk about her too.
That's what I'm trying to tell people. When y'all watch college, y'all got to stop thinking of them currently now. You got to project what their game could do when they translate to the next level. Like Flaw J, I knew Flaw J game would translate. My only issue with Flaw J was I just felt like she needed to get a little bigger. She got to get some weight on her. That's it. Other than that, she can hoop.
Do you think she stay in the starting lineup, Flaw J?
Do I think she stays in the starting lineup? I'm gonna be honest with you. I told you from the beginning, I'm going with her and Zaya in the starting lineup in Houston and just figure it out.
So what fixes it is moving Zaya to the starting lineup.
Yeah, like I would have because Heidemann, I'm gonna be honest, and this is gonna be a hot take, Auntie. I know you got your hot take Wednesdays, but I'm gonna give you an early hot take. I would trade Heidemann. And I would go with my guard play, Zaya, Flaw J, and what's my girl? The missing tooth, Melbourne. I would go with them. Those are my 3 guard lineup. I'm good now. Melbourne could come off the bench and replace Zaya, and then I could put somebody else, Lexi, out there to replace Flaw J. I'm good to go. Heidemann don't fit. And it's not she's a bad player. She just doesn't fit. Like she's not that type of PG.
I don't think Heidemann fit there. And then I just was looking like Heidemann didn't even like it there. I don't know. When she was
I don't think she likes it there.
I don't want to make assumptions. I just didn't.
Yeah. I got you.
I, from my opinion, this is strictly opinion right here, Nephew. I didn't see the same joy that I saw in Minnesota. So what I was asking is, do the stud butts play better together? Does she play better when she's on the team with Courtney versus when she's away from Courtney? They may just some people you just play better with. I think she's a better, like, I think she's the role Melbourne is playing. To me, Heidemann would be better at that role, but on another team. Okay. She just doesn't fit this team. This team is Flaw J's team and Zaya. If she lets Zaya and them do what they do, because look, Zaya and Flaw J, they're dynamic. They know how to play off of one another. Flaw doesn't really need the ball unless she got to either get into scoring or to get the ball to somebody else. She knows how to play second option, third option, or she can be the main option. It's one lineup that I didn't like. It's one lineup that had Flaw J looking like LSU again the other night, where she was just. It was like they wasn't going to her. It was like a lot of cardio for me. I didn't like that lineup for her. Like if she gonna be out there, include her.
Yeah, that's why I don't want her with Melbourne. I don't like her out there with Melbourne.
Where is Houston in all of this for you?
Houston's still starting at the wing. Like there's nobody better than her at the wing on the team.
No, that was one of the questions in the chat. And then what about the Liberty getting Kalani Brown? Would you like Kalani at?
No, Kalani's good, but she's more of a scoring 5. I need Auntie. I don't need a big name 5. I just need a 5. I don't know. I got to go do my research. I don't know off the top. I just need a 5 who gonna come in there, get me rebounds, dominate the paint, be that hard-nosed player. That's all I need. I don't really need Kalani. Kalani, to me, would fit on a team where they need her scoring, where they need her to do her thing on the offensive end. And there's a lot of teams around that she could fit in. She could fit in out there with Golden State. To me, I think she would fit into Seattle next to Dolson, because I'm not a huge fan of Malonga. I still don't see what everybody sees. And then she also could do some in Atlanta, until Bree Jones come back. So there's other spots she can go to, but New York don't really need that type of big. They need a big who gonna dominate, like a center, SINNA. That's what they need. Not a center, a center. That's what they need. That's what I need.
So, Kamish, I like this. Let's see. Send Jordan to New York Liberty. They need a point guard, and let Powell facilitate in Atlanta. I like that. I like that. I feel like I said at the end of last season, Atlanta needed to make a decision. Is Jordan your point guard or is Papa your point guard?
Canada's not a point guard. Canada
like her as
is
a
not a
point guard,
point
period?
guard. No, because
What?
Canada plays too wild. She
Really?
plays
Not even
way too wild. Yeah,
what
she
about
does. Look, she
what
plays.
about it?
Go ahead, my fault. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, what about in the system that they're running in New York? Can she beat a point guard in that system?
No, not New York. No. You know where she would be a good fit at, though?
Where you like
You
her?
know
Where
where
you
she
like her
would
at?
be a good fit at? She would be a good fit in Seattle. She would really be good, and I would bring Heidemann there and
Yeah, you
bring
said one of
Heidemann
those
off the
teams.
bench. I would bring Heidemann off the bench, and I would start Pow Pow.
Yeah, you said one of those teams who need a point guard. Probably Philip
Yeah.
Liberty. That's why I just went with
Jordan would
Liberty. I'm
fit.
not.
Jordan would fit with Seattle because Jordan's trying to run and get downhill, and her and Flau'jae would be great off of one another. Either her or Zaya, she could play off of they could play off of Jordan because Jordan want to go fast. Heidemann want to slow the whole offense down and try to look for a shot, or it takes too long to process with her there. You know what I'm saying?
So the way is, I don't know if I'm seeing all your messages, commish. So tell me what I missed because I might not be seeing them all. Tell me.
You said want to be at a contender. I mean, if she wants to be on a contender, Phoenix probably would be good because that play style will work for her. Phoenix, I think she'll do well in Phoenix. Phoenix will be good for her. I just don't like her in New York because I think she'll be in the way of Johannes. Okay. Her and Johannes will be in each other's way.
She won her chip there, so it would be like going back. She been to Seattle. Okay.
No, I understand that, commish, but okay, I'm just looking at fit. I'm not looking at contender. Now, if you want her to go to a contender, she ought to go to Phoenix because they play fast. And they need a point guard like her in that system to play opposite of AT. That would be the best place for her.
But what does that do with Akoa Makani when she get back?
What would that do with her?
Yeah, because they starting PG. She played through the playoffs last year. I like Monique Akoa Makani. I like Akoa Makani. I thought Akoa Makani was just overseas right now.
Man, put them both back there. Why not? I run them in the backcourt. Makani will be your POA. Makani will be your POA defender. And she can also play off the ball. Makani don't really need the ball in her hand like that. She's more of she's like a Derek Fisher type of point guard where she could shoot and she could defend. She don't really need the ball like that in her hands all the time. It could work with both of them because now I could save Jordan Canada. I don't need to put her on the POA at all.
Okay.
That's what I would do. I wouldn't even bench her, and then I would bring the one girl off the Toga chick or whatever. She can come off the bench, man, and be my spot up shooter, or I can go a lineup with JC, Kai, the one chick, Dewana, and then AT. Go from there again. I mean, look, you'll be able to have an extra ball handler in your hand. And you actually will. It also will help AT and Bonner because she'll be moving fast. They like to play fast, and she can also help you in the fourth quarters. I would like that. That would be good. I would like her there if you wanted to go to a contender. I just don't like New York because I think her and Johannes will be in each other's way. I think New York need to go get a backup point guard. Like Pryor, bring Pryor back. That's all they need. They need Pryor and they need a center, SINNA. They need a center and they ready to go. And New York gonna be dangerous. they just got to add that.
I like Nye Pryor, but if you talking about going into the playoffs, what does Nye Pryor look like? Because Sabrina can't be the starting point guard or on the floor long when you get deep into the playoffs because she's barbecue chicken for all the guards out there.
Right.
Is Nye big enough to guard them guards?
Possibly not. So then I would have to go get a you know what I would do, Auntie? I would call Connecticut and say, hey, which I want for Lacan. Let me get Lacan. If I'm New York, I will call and see if I can get Lacan. Lacan would be the point guard they need, especially if they're in the playoffs, because she could play defense. And then now I could save Sab and Johannes. I don't need them to guard the best player, and that would alleviate the pressure off of Phoebich and Benijah. Benijah don't have to take that role all the time. I would look into that. That's to me. Oh, yeah, I love Nogic. I'm the Serbian rookie. the 28-year-old man, hey, Noga's got a shot on her, boy. She got the shot without the beam. Like straight up. I like that. Roy Harmer gonna start in on Washington soon. So she good in Washington.
I don't know. It doesn't matter if she starts. What I saw is that Roy Harmon is the finisher in Washington already.
Yeah, finisher. Look, she gonna finish the game regardless, whether she's starting or coming off the bench. She finishing the game. That's
what it looked like to me. It looked like she was the one on the floor at the end of the game. It wasn't Amor.
Yeah. Yeah. She the reason Auntie Shakira and Kiki was getting easier shots, easier scores. Nope, the coach was already in the press saying how much he missed Lacan and text her to get back. Oh, okay, but hey, look, man, ain't nobody worried about him. Look, hey, what y'all want for Lacan? We got this, we got that. Come on over here. Man, ain't nobody worried about what that coach think. That coach don't even know how to do a rotation in the game. His rotations are horrible.
Well, it ain't gonna be up to the coach. It's gonna be up to that GM.
Exactly. He ain't the GM. Ain't nobody calling him. They calling the GM. Like, hey, what's up?
I wonder what all they're sold on having to take to Houston and what they're willing to move off of and just go to Houston and rebuild. That's interesting.
I mean, are they really missing? Because let's say they finish it like 13, 14, or 15, and they get like the top pick in the draft coming up. I mean, that's all they're really waiting for is to get that franchise piece, that player, because they got some good pieces. I'm probably gonna move off of Aaliyah Edwards and Diamond Miller, let them bounce, and then go from there. Because I just don't think they fit in Connecticut. So that's what I would do if I'm the GM. If I'm moving to a whole nother city, I'm trying to see, can I get the main players that's coming out this year? I'm seeing if I can grab them.
That makes sense.
Miss his whole bench of starters. Yeah, they are. I mean, look, the Mystics is going to be tough. I told everybody, Washington is going to be tough. They're going to be beating a lot of teams, man. A lot of teams are going to struggle against them. Like, outside of the Aces, they have the best bench to me. Yeah, Connecticut got way too many fours. Like, that's why I'm saying I'm moving off of Aaliyah. I don't know why they didn't let Aaliyah just go to Toronto in the expansion draft. I would have just let her go to Toronto. And then I'm moving on from Diamond Miller. Like, Diamond Miller, unless you're gonna start her at the 4. I mean, at the 4 and Burke at the 5, and then you put Nice right there, and then you put Rivers and then Lacan when she come back. Like, that's the only way. Because like, other than that, I got to move off of them because I still got BG, and BG ain't coming off no bench. That's why she went to Connecticut. So you're gonna have to move off of 2 of them to me. Yeah, Rivers' shot still busted. Yeah, her shot's still not good. Look, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Anissa been the best player on that team, man.
Hey, folks. Yesterday, this season right here, all of this right here, leading up to yesterday, had to be a tremendous reminder of this was her first Mother's Day without her mother. So I'm just giving this kid a little space and grace to kind of figure out where she's at. Like, I do want to see, I need Rivers to lock in, but I was like, I don't know, emotionally, I just don't see, I don't see the same energy, right? I don't, like, I mean, not even just Mother's Day, like coming back up, like the draft started, right? I get all of Unrivaled too, right? I get that, but I also felt like she held everything together until the end of the season and then Unrivaled, but I don't know what, just watching people go back through this process, just the draft, her mom was there, not being there. I'm not making excuses, but like they say, they're people too, right? They're people too. So that was the one thing that I think the fucking Las Vegas Aces documentary made me realize, like, yeah, we want a lot of basketball shit to be going on, but there's a whole lot of shit going on at that. I didn't even realize that Jackie lost her dad and her uncle last season. Like I didn't even realize none of that shit was going on. So like it's just a lot of other shit to be going on, and it's like, let me give you a minute, kid, and just see what happens. But
yeah,
that's just me. That's just me. Go ahead.
yeah. But like I was saying, look, I'm keeping Morrow. I'm keeping Burke. I'm keeping the Walker kid. I love the Walker kid. The Walker kid is, I told everybody coming out of UCLA, Walker's gonna start for this team. And she started this game. Now, does she start when Lacan come back? I would start her with Lacan. Like, I think she's gonna be a bright future. Like, I just don't know where like Sanaya Miller or who I said, yeah, I don't see where they're going to enter Edwards, Aaliyah Edwards, them three. I'm seeing if I could put them in a place where wherever they want to go, I say, yo, we'll send you here. I felt like Aaliyah should have been let go to Toronto. I think she would have been better in Toronto. And Miller, I would let Miller, I would move on from Miller and Sanaya, because the way they're trying to play, they just don't fit. Sanaya don't fit. She don't have a consistent jumper. Diamond Miller been playing the same way since she got in the league. She really ain't changed much. And Aaliyah Edwards is always hurt. Every time I look up, she's hurt or she's going through something. It's like, I gotta go with Anissa Morrow. I gotta go with Morrow. I gotta go with Walker. I gotta go with Kennedy Burke. They've been the best players on this team the past preseason and 2 games. Like Anissa's game has gotten way better than she got in the league. She's shooting threes. She's taking people off the dribble. She's making the extra pass. She's defending. She's dominating in the paint when she can, when they need help down there from the perimeter. She's done everything that we've asked her to do. I've asked her.
I have no problem. I have no problem with Anissa. I have no problem with Anissa. Anissa showed up. Anissa showed up at AU. Like, here's the thing. The one thing about Anissa Morrow is from the time she hit the dub, she's continued to grow. Her trajectory has been up, right? She just continued to grow. Her game on, off the court, engaging, sharing, like you just see it. Like she's building herself into a star. She's building herself into a piece that they, you know what I mean, that they're gonna have to keep. You know what I'm saying? She's making herself.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Auntie. It's like I'm trying to be patient with players. I can't. Like Morrow had the biggest stigma everyone was saying about Morrow. We don't know if you're gonna stick. You're a tweener. You're more 4 than the 3. You're gonna have to expand your game. Morrow's doing that. She's doing everything better.
Here's my question. If Anissa wasn't at Connecticut, where would she be?
Man, she can be in Phoenix. Phoenix would be a good spot for her because they don't have anybody really to be behind AT. She would also be good in what's my other school? Seattle. She would be good in Seattle because like I told you, I'm not a Dominique Malonga fan. She would also be good in Dallas. She would tear it up in Dallas.
I want to think about options because I wonder. What I don't want them to do is use Anissa up these 2 seasons and then be like, oh, we moving on to something different to go to Houston. So
that's what I'm saying.
Where else does the young lady land? Because she's proven, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna fight.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. I think she would help New York out a lot too. Like she's a player who can fit wherever you need her to fit. That's her play style. You need her to be at the wing, she could be at the wing. You need her to help down on the boards, she can help down on the boards. You need her, like that's the type of player she is. She still could play in Atlanta, Kamish. Who off Atlanta? She fit right where Nas is doing. You could possibly go Nas, her, and Sika or Angel. Like she could fit there. The way she plays could fit anywhere. So that's why I feel like if she's not in Connecticut, she can go anywhere. She's going to have a job, especially after what she did at AU. And then now what she's doing, she has a solid season, which I believe she's going to have. man, they might just say, look, even though we moving, we gonna keep her. We gonna keep her because we know what she could do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the fever too, J.E. She could fit the fever. I think she'll be a beast next to Aaliyah Boston because I don't like Mo Billings, and I really am not a real huge fan of Dantes. I think she could be in that 3-person rotation with Tipson and AB. That would be a nasty front court. And I don't like Sophie or Lexi Hall. I think she could fit there as well. She would fit perfectly anywhere because her game is not limited to one thing. She's done everything they need them to do. But if I'm Connecticut, I'm not moving off of her. I'm keeping her in Houston.
Oh yeah. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do, but Bree Hall gonna be in Indiana on that perimeter, on that defense. I'm claiming Bree a spot. I'm claiming Bree a spot right there.
Man, Bree need to play now. Man, look, let's be honest. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi are doormats. We need a real wing in there to cover up from the girl from the Midwest lack of defense.
I don't know if Breezy is coming in starting. I'm interested to see how they're gonna.
No, they got a development, right? They put a development first, and then they're probably gonna up that later. Half pint. No, half pint. Half pint. That's a lie. Half pint. No, half pint. I don't know. I do love people. I just don't like certain players that y'all hype up to be this great player, and they're really not. That's all. It's not me not liking anybody. I just think Aaliyah Edwards, I told y'all, coming out of college, I wasn't high on her. Cam Brink coming out of college, I wasn't high on her. I look at the intangibles. I already know what you can do. You got the size, you got the athleticism, but now I want to see how your intangibles fit, how you could translate to different systems. Because y'all got to remember, when you come into the next level, everybody can score. Everybody can score. Your mama can score. Auntie can score. I can score. But what are you going to do when you are not the main focal point of the offense? What are you going to do when you got to do the other things on defense? That's the stuff I look for in players. When your shot ain't falling, what else can you do for me? What else you going to do? Because that's how you stay in the league. Look at PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker wasn't no prolific player, but guess what? He in the league. He made his money. Got him a championship. You feel me? I'm just saying. You got to be able to say, what can I translate to help this team? I'm not going to be the main scorer. Auntie, I might not even touch the ball to the fourth quarter. But up until then, we still got game to play. Is you going to go get that rebound? Is you going to dive for that loose ball? When you get the ball, is you going to make the shot? Thank you for the 1999 Super Chat, Paper Sack Brown. Salute HD and Cess. Ready for a new season of the W. Great show. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. No, half pint, we cool. I ain't got no beef with you, half pint. Half pint, we good. I'm just saying. I like people. I just don't like what everybody else like. I am very particular about the player I look at. I stood on business saying Anissa Morrow is gonna last in this league. Even when people was telling me, HD man, I don't see it. I stood by it because I know what she got. She got something I can't teach. Dog, motor, wanting to learn, wanting to get better. The Olivia Miles, I wasn't sold on Olivia Miles, but I honestly like her with Cheryl Reeve because you know why? Olivia Miles needs structure. She needs structure. That's what she needs. That's all I'm saying. Right, exactly, Commish. Role players last the longest. Exactly. Because when you're a superstar, when you lose your game, it's hard for you to become a role player. It just is. Only a few could do that. Everybody that's a superstar can't do that. They can't. Plum going to ruin Brink career with all that. Bro, again, like I told y'all, I did not have Brink that high in the draft. Brink to me was a project player because she needs more size. She needs more grit, And she needs to study more. I don't think she watches film enough. And she needs to work on her footwork. I told y'all about Cam Brink. Cam Brink is just tall. That's all.
Cam Brink is gonna be fine. Cam Brink may not be with the Sparks much longer, but I'm not gonna act like Cam Brink has had all of the same time that everybody else had. Cam Brink, before she got hurt, was top 10 in this league in blocks, and she finished with only playing 15 games. So this is a kid who tore her ACL and had to deal with who was that first? Kurt Miller. Then who was after that? Lynn Roberts. So I think what Cam Brink needs is to get the hell out of LA. So I'm looking for her to be on a trade to somewhere else where maybe she gets put into a developmental contract or something like that. But there's a basketball game in Cam Brink. She needs to get someplace where it's going to be developed. And I don't think that that's at the Sparks because I can't think of one player that they developed. Now, I don't know how good it'll be for Cam to have Nneka there. Maybe that helps Cam become a better big son with having Nneka there, but I think that she has to get out of LA. But I think it's still some WNBA basketball in Cam Brink.
I mean, she could play. Look, can she play in the W? Yeah. Like I said, y'all, Cam was a late first, early second. She's a project player. You have to work with her. She's not a player who's going to come in and be a franchise type of player. That's just not her game. But that doesn't mean people in the chat that, oh, she can't play. No, she can play, but she's just not what everybody thinks she is. She needs work. She needs work. All I'm saying is, like the guy earlier, not trying to highlight him, you dissing Angel, but bruh, everybody said Angel was supposed to be a second rounder. She wasn't going to make it in the league. Angel outplaying everybody from her class. So you can talk about the shit you want to talk about, but y'all can't keep having this. You want to hate one player, but then a player that was drafted higher than her ain't living up to what they got to do. We're going to get them a pass, though. I'm just saying, y'all got to keep the same energy on all picks. Y'all can't just pick and choose who y'all. No, I'm not talking about you, Auntie. I'm talking about people that watch us, because a lot of people like to give one person grace, but then y'all want to hate on the other person when the other person is the fastest to the most double-doubles early in her career, and she's made 2 All-Star games, and she's been holding her shit down. Y'all can't keep doing this. Oh, well, I'm going to give Cam grace, but I'm going to shit on Angel. Come on, man. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all got to keep the same energy. Y'all said all draft. Y'all said all pre-draft. Angel ain't finna make it in the W. She's the worst pick. Hey, she don't even need, her game won't translate. But then when it comes to Cam Brink, people in the chat, y'all want to, man, we got to take grace to Cam. Cam got to have grace. Man, come on, I want to hear that shit. Look, this is who. This is who. You got to go play. You got to play. Now, Auntie and me have agreed. There are places where it was a bad fit for players and they go somewhere else and they hoop. It happens. We've seen this all the time. But y'all in the chat, and this isn't just y'all in the chat, this is in the world who rewatches me and Auntie. We got to stop picking and choosing who to give grace to. If you're going to give grace to somebody, give grace to this person too. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Y'all can't keep being hypocritical and say this person ain't have a good situation. Well, this person ain't have a good situation either. But they got 2 All-Stars, they broken records, and they're doing their thing. Come on, we gotta keep the same energy, y'all. Let's do that this year. Let's do that. Don't give Betts grace and then come and hate on Raven Johnson. Can't do that. You got to give both of them grace. Can't do that. We can't do that this year. We're changing that up. Cam Brink, to me, would be better in Dallas, or she could be somewhere like a Minnesota. She would do well in structure. Cam Brink needs structure. That's all she needs. She needs structure. Kiki Rice isn't a bust, Grizz. And like I said, I'll bet you on it. You can't call somebody a bust when they got a coach who don't want to play him. Like, y'all got to stop with all this bust label after a couple games, a person a bust. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. If Sparks start off bad, they trading KP to a Northwest region team. Big Lou, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't even I would have traded her anyway. because I would have tried to get Juju coming out and add that to Ricky and everybody. That's what I would have done. These GMs are so quick to want to get right now moves done. And that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Grizz, if you're going to say Kiki's a bust, then you're going to say Raven's a bust, because Raven only put up 4 points. Like, what are you talking about? Players aren't a bust in their first year, bro. Like, it's different situations. There's a guy I'm going to give you a name of everyone thought was a bust, Chauncey Billups. Everyone said Billups was a bust. Look what happened to him. He got to the right situation.
Listen. I don't give a fuck about the joking and shit in the chat. When I said that my platform is not the place for lazy takes and I'm not spending time on that, I meant that shit. That's a lazy ass take. It doesn't make any fucking sense and it don't get no play here. So if you're just here for keystrokes, get your keystrokes off. But I'm not doing that shit. This shit is lazy.
Yeah. Right. That's lazy as hell.
It's real basketball conversations going on over here. I'm not doing
exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly, Billy. Like I think she would do well. I think she would do well with the Lynx. She would also do well with Dallas. Like, she needs to be in structure. Cam can't play in a messed up situation. It got to be a great structure around her. AZ was right there. AIY Raven. AZ was right there. HD. Look, they didn't draft Raven high because they have a bias against South Carolina, which I don't understand. I told y'all I would have took Raven number 3 in the draft. I think I like the new coach for the Storm. She's going to change them around. She's going to change it around. And when she changes it around, it's going to look beautiful. She runs a system that I felt Raven would have thrived in, especially there. Because then you would have traded for Flaw. You'd have had Zaya. That would have been I got a method to my madness. I know Raven is a hooper. She's a hooper. Right. She's a hooper. Right. Okay. Yeah. She went where she wanted to go. I'm just saying from my point of view.
Not where she wanted to go, where she was built to go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, where she was built to go. Absolutely. What's up, Leaf? I was saying I would have took her 3. Me and Auntie talked about it. I said I'm taking a 3 because the new coach is a good coach. She runs a nice system, and it fits everybody. That she plays off of everyone, and it fits everyone. So it's a whole new regime there, and it would have been perfect. But like I said, she's in Indiana. She gonna ball out in Indiana. She hooping. She gonna hoop. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Goon, if you don't stop, Goon, I'm going to block you.
It ain't even about standing on business.
It's not about standing on business.
You said what you said. It got to acknowledge.
Right, it's done with. Stop spamming my goddamn chat, bro. We hear you. You don't like Kiki, that's fine.
It's fucking
stop spamming my shit. Talk about another conversation.
Oh my god, damn.
All right, so
you should start it. You should really start your channel and just share your
right. Just start your channel. That's all you gotta do.
And you can say that. So you can make a song. You could
you can make a song about it or whatever.
In caps, in lowercase, over music. However the fuck you want to do it, but the shit is lame to just keep typing the same shit over and over again. It's lame.
Oh, you talking about AZ was there too? Yeah, you could say AZ was a bust. Like Kamish, you could say anybody's a bust after 2 games. Like that's not real. That's not real basketball conversation. We done seen this before when somebody was number 1 pick, right? They were number 1 pick and they ain't do well their first couple games. And then all of a sudden it clicked, they start hooping. I mean, like, what are we talking about? So it's like, it's a process. Some players don't do well when they go to their first spot. That doesn't mean that they're done. That just means, all right, look, you finna go here next. All right, go there next. There's some players that don't got it right away. It just is what it is. So again, we gotta wait for a while before we just say, all right, this player ain't good. Like, that's dumb. So all I'm saying is, I'm saying don't use Raven, use AZ as example. Okay, Kamish. AZ could be a bust. We could say she a bust. That's better. I mean, it's not dissing Raven. Raven's a hooper. She is. I had Raven as the best point guard coming out of college.
I think the commission is more really just fucking with you. Like, why you go for Raven first instead of calling another name? I don't think it's serious at all.
Because I said Raven's name because that was the name that was on my head at first. That's why. But it's not a diss to Raven. It was just on the top of my noggin first. Like I had a name on my head. I said it. I wasn't even thinking about AZ. So again, so like I said, when we do these takes, we got to speak basketball and talk about what it is and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, listen.
All right, Goon. We'll see you tomorrow, bro. Have a good day. Now, have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Now, we're just saying when it comes to basketball takes, we have to look at the whole situation. Some players, they don't match right away. Cam Brink to me needs to be in a structure. You put her in a structure, Cam will be fine. She'll be good. She's better.
I'm not sure what that structure is, but it's just not the LA Sparks. It's not the Sparks.
No, the Sparks is not a structure. The Sparks is a veteran team.
I take it back.
Yeah,
I like
go ahead.
Cam better. I like Cam better with Rakia right next to it. Right?
Yeah.
I like Rakia and Cam. If that was the two that you were gonna build around, let's go with that. But I didn't
like Cam in LA. I didn't like her in LA from the beginning.
Really? No, I liked her.
No, I didn't. I felt Cam would have done well going to like a Minnesota somewhere like that because that fits more of her style. LA to me, LA should have got Angel and Rakia and went from there because they needed to establish a foundation. Those two players would have brought you defense, and the other one would have brought you your volume scorer / superstar, which is Rakia. Rakia is a volume scorer. She needs the ball in her hand to operate, and that would have had your team play a lot better. Cam needs to be in a situation where it's like a system. I come in, okay, you want me to get the boards this play? Bet. You want me to shoot this play? She would have thrived under a Cheryl Reeve because Cheryl Reeve would have known about how to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what she would have done.
But she don't play rookies. I mean, I'm not real high on Minnesota and Cheryl Reeves. I know people give Cheryl Reeves a whole lot of credit for her championships, but really, she ain't did much in a long time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she hasn't done well. Like she hasn't done anything, you know what I'm saying, in like forever. Because she basically had a whole stacked team. Because that's how I feel about Sandy Brondello. I don't think Sandy Brondello, in my opinion, is a real good coach. I just think she had the opportunity to play with Hall of Fame players. And Cheryl Reeve, I've seen her without Hall of Fame players. She actually can coach. She can coach with just one player that's supposedly the superstar. She can coach. But I haven't seen Sandy without that. Sandy to me is more, I need a superstar or so-called superstar to carry me because I'm not a real great X's and O's type of coach or even a motivator. Like I have to have a better either assistant coach next to me or I got to have it laid out for me to function. That's how I look at Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy, we're gonna find out this year what she can do up there in Toronto. Cheryl,
yeah,
I feel like she was a successful coach for a certain era of WNBA basketball, and I don't think that it's this
that could be true too. Yeah, that could be true too.
I just think that her approach is dated at this point, and we'll see this year.
Yeah,
we should see this year.
I mean, we'll see.
I got a topic that I want to talk about. I was on my soapbox about it yesterday. We got to do something about these narratives. Okay. So I'm sure you watched the Indiana game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the headline to be Feverish Clark wasn't her normal self, but was still dominant. How is that the goddamn headline when they wasted a 30 piece from Kelsey Mitchell?
Yeah.
We got to stop this. We got to stop this foolishness now. We got to push back on these narratives where they not really giving credit where credit is due. Feverish Clark, rusty but felt good in official return. No. There were far better things and far better players that could have been the headline coming out of that game than that. And so, what do you think? What happens to be able? How long before we get off the CC hype?
I think they off of it now.
So
I just think they're slowly well, the reason why they're not fully going off of it.
I'm talking about media. I'm talking about media at this point, right? I'm talking about media at this point.
Yeah.
So why would ESPN at the end of the game put Caitlin Clark's 20 points, not enough for Fever opener loss, instead of Fever
because that's because that's
30 points. You know what I mean?
Because ESPN for like 10 or 15 years, Auntie, have transferred to just slighted comments to diss Black players and uplift white players. That's what they do. But as far no, you call it out. I'm just saying that's just what they do. ESPN. I don't even read or watch ESPN no more. I haven't watched ESPN, I think, since His and Hers was on there or Stuart Scott was there, because they don't pertain anything to us. Everything is either dissing us or uplifting the other side, or it's we're gonna push this narrative and sell money.
Nephew, I thought ESPN had turned back the clock, man. I seen a clip, looked up, it was a clip of Skip and Steven.
No, that was one that
I couldn't believe that he was back even. I couldn't believe that he was back even for one segment. I didn't think that I would see that again. So that was different. Yeah, Jamel and Michael Smith, they were game changers. They don't get enough credit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I haven't watched them since then because they're more off of the clickbait and narrative business now. They're not off of the substance. The substance has been gone forever. Like it's gone. It's never coming back.
We got to get the substance back out there somewhere.
Yeah, that's why we got our platforms, because we got to get it out there, because if we don't, then it's going to continue being the same. Oh, well, Kelsey failed because of her. No. First of all, they're not trying to push off of Cece because they put all this money into her when they should have been putting the money into the sport instead of her. That's their problem, number one. Two, her bum ass shoes ain't shit, and they're trying to cover that loss. They're trying to put all these fake stuff out. Oh, I have to work on my back. Man, look, I told people, Auntie, and I'm going to stand on this hill by my goddamn self. I said it since high school. I said it since her years, even the runs at Iowa. I told everybody Cece's not going to have a long career. She's not. Her play style does not help your team win championships. Her play style freezes out your two best players, Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. The reason they lost that game is because of her play style and her defense. The Dallas Wings won that game by scoring on her the last 5 to 2 minutes of that game. And nobody wants to call it out because they are so stuck on this bullshit race narrative, which is baloney. When we've had plenty of white athletes who have been awesome to watch. We got one right now, Auntie. They don't even talk about her. They're talking about the damn girl from Oregon more than her. And she got the best resume probably in history. So it's like they don't want to grow. I've come to the conclusion, Auntie, we're going to have to keep fighting back on them narratives and push what we can push out there, because they're not going to change. They're going to keep doing these lazy ass takes that we call it. When if you watch the game, she was the reason they lost. Some people got to stop looking at the stat sheet. And this is why I don't just focus on the stat sheet, even though the stat sheet does give you some stuff for the game. However, The stat sheet don't tell you who got the intangibles, who made the play, who's the reason why they're there. AB and KM got them in that game, and they were finna win that game. Her defense lost them that game. Her defense. And ultimately, she's going to get shipped out. I don't know when it's going to be. I'm going to stand on it. She needs to be shipped out. Her style is not going to win the championship. And then let me tell you, this is what also pissed me off. When the team's trying to huddle, you just walk through the huddle. You disrespected Boston, you disrespected Tipson, you disrespected KM, you disrespected Raven, you disrespect your teammates, your black teammates all the time. When are we going to, as not just us, Auntie, but when are we as a society going to call the bullshit out? You do the same thing you did last year. Soon as you got hurt, your team went on a run. They were a Kelsey Mitchell being having that overheating or exhaustion and an AB foul out from going to the championship. You are not needed. You are not needed. Commish, no disrespect to you. I want more black general managers, black presidents than coaches, so we can control who we can bring in. And owners. I want black owners, black executives more than black coaches. And I'm going to tell you why. If we can get that and push for that, Commish, then we can get our black coaches. Then we could get our black, more of our black nutritionists, our medical teams. That's what I want. I've been pushing for that since I was 17 years old. I want that. I need more of that. We need more front office people. That's the only way we're going to be able to change stuff. If we're not in the front offices or ownership or partnerships, we ain't going to have no black coaches. We're not. That's why the NFL is the way it is, because there's no black owners. There's a lot of black execs. There's not a lot of partners. So we need to push for that.
Miss said she was adding to your disrespecting those black girls on the team. She disrespects.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Too.
I got you. My fault. I got you. My fault. I'm just passionate, Commish. My fault. It ain't no disrespect. I'm just going.
They do that all the time. They do that all the time. She does it all the time.
She does it all the time. And nobody calls it out. And then she walks out on stage with a person that's a MAGA person and y'all surprised. I've been told y'all about her. I told y'all about her in high school. And y'all said, HD, you a hater. She shoot the logo 3. That's all y'all told me. I said, all right, guess what? When the Roosters come, Auntie, when the Roosters come home, they gonna be like, HD, hey, you called that. I'm like, bet. I don't even want no credit from it. Stay on that side. Because from the beginning, I told y'all what type of player she was. This is who she is.
But the truth of the matter is this: if she's who you are, then you don't need to trade her. Then she needs to not be in the league. She doesn't help.
I agree.
So either she's going to be the basketball player that the Indiana Fever needs her to be, which is an off-ball basketball player, right? And she's going to learn how to play off-ball and learn how to and add some type of defensive skill set to her bag, or she becomes unplayable, and this is where she becomes an official ambassador, and that's to me, that's not marketable, not in this day and age. And so
right, Commish, like how many white hoods you got to hang out with for you to realize, man, that's the energy you bring. Nope. She been bringing that energy. Why do y'all think they didn't get a lot of free agents coming to the Indiana Fever? I'm going to give y'all a little nugget and we could talk about something else. I'm going to tell y'all what was told to me. How she acted at the USA team, don't nobody want to be there. I'm just being real. I'm just going to tell you what I heard allegedly. The way she acted behind the scenes at the USA thing, and then what she did on camera, doing what she did, the Angel, curving her like she did, a lot of players did not like that. and I got proof of it, but I'm not gonna out my sources. They told me what it was. A lot of people, dog, don't like her, and she's starting to fade. They're just not doing it right away because they put too much money into her. They put billions into her, not millions. They put billions into her. That's, and you're gonna see the next couple years that stardom finna fade, and she finna start getting pushed away. I'm telling you, she's very disrespectful, and it's only about her. It ain't about nobody else but her. That's it. That's all it is. She's not gonna change. She's gonna continue being the same. And until you check that shit and put that shit at the end of the day, you're gonna keep dealing with this. And everybody sees it. So you're trying to say that y'all want to be a respectable league. How you gonna be respectable when you're allowing ignorance in your league? Nobody gonna respect you. You treat the black women in your league and the prior white women in your league like they weren't shit. Like they didn't help build this foundation. That's how y'all treat everybody. That's how y'all treat everybody. And until you decide, and like me and Auntie said this before, until you pull away from the NBA, you're going to continue going through this bullshit. You got to get away from there. You got to. And me and Auntie said this was a perfect opportunity to do that. You might not get that again, but we'll see. I could be wrong. But you got to pull away. NBA got too much power in this shit. Adam Silver, the one who picked Kathy. So y'all thought Kathy was just finna go now? Come on, man. Y'all got to read the room. Y'all don't read the room. Y'all just read what's on the first level or what's in front of you. You don't read what's all around you, your surroundings. Y'all don't read it. Y'all don't read it at all. You know what I'm saying? You don't read it at all. You have to read the damn room, and you have to understand what your product is. Your product is built off of the black women's back and your former players. That's what it is.
Good. Let's talk about some black women. I never heard. Let's talk about some black women. Or at least some other women that's contributing. Oh shit, where the hell HD go? All right, HD. Okay, HD dropped away. All right. So while we waiting on Nephew to get back, let's talk about some of these other people in the league, because I'm over her. I'm over her. It's a lot of other things going on in women's hoops. It's a lot of other things going on in women's hoops, and I just don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this platform giving her a whole lot of airtime. She gets a whole lot of airtime that she hasn't earned already. You know, I'm over that. I'm really over that. So let's talk Letitia and me here. I like that, Commissioner. Let's talk Letitia and me here. Let's talk about LA. What a way to show up. What a way to show up, especially after the little, you know, I heard the little scuttlebucket or whatever you want to call it back and forth on the internet. People, you know, people felt some type of way about, you know, people using about Don speaking up about LA's name being used, and so you kept such and such but didn't keep such and such, and that, you know, it doesn't matter. Kate Martin landed where she landed, and good for Kate. She kept a job, good job. But Letitia and me here been earned a job in this league. She played the game the right way. And what a beautiful way for her to show up and show out yesterday. What a beautiful fucking way for her to show up and show out yesterday. I was so fucking proud. Listen, on offense, on defense, whatever they needed her to be at, she took care of business. She balled out. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, KKS, we look at the media and we do a whole poly sports conversation around that. It's a tiresome conversation. We done with that now. Yeah, kudos to AB and Kelsey Mitchell. Yeah, they both ball. But Letitia and me here. I think Nephew back now. Let's see.
Yeah, my fault. Had some difficulties. My fault. Yeah, but what we on now? But before I left, I was just saying you have to respect your league, and this is why you get the backlash that you get, and it's what it's supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to get that backlash because of how you treat the players who have built your league. Y'all treat Stewie in Asia like they weren't here hooping before y'all came around. Y'all treat Skylar Diggins like she a stepchild, like she can't hoop. It's mind-boggling me that the media and outside casual fans put Sabrina and Caitlin over all these players who better hoopers than them. I just never understand.
Appreciate it. Yep, and I appreciate all that. And I can't. It's making my stomach hurt. I'm over them. Let's move on.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
I'm not doing that. So we was talking Letitia and me here.
Oh yeah. Letitia beast. A beast. Letitia changed that game last night. I told everybody that Phoenix can't punk them. AT can't punk her. You can't punk that team in ball holla. Letitia gives them the 5 they needed. This is why Timmy's gone. This is why everybody else is gone. Then you added Kia Stokes. I told y'all Kia Stokes was a big pickup. You know what y'all said, man? But Kia was with the Ace. Doesn't matter. She was in a different role. What did me and Auntie tell y'all? Right.
Natalie.
When you put players in a different role, they will be better players. Letitia Amy here. Go ahead, my fault.
Remind me, nephew. I'm sorry. What round did they go out? They went out first round, right?
Yeah, but they in them games they lost. They were close. They almost won.
Right.
Yeah.
And I also think that put a little chip on their shoulder, put a little fire in their belly. So I think that how Kyle was saying, like, yo, I got swept off the playoffs. You don't think that I'm trying to come back and hoop? Like, I think Golden State came in like, we not here trying to see if we can get back to the playoffs. We trying to show y'all that. So let's go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Letitia came in saying, look, I'm here. We finna dominate. Look, AT tried to bully her. Man, Letitia, like, what that bullying mean? And then as soon as she got, like, she brings that toughness. This is what New York needs. They need she's a sinner. Letitia's a sinner. SINNA. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, see, these other players are centers. They're CENTER. They're a center. They are a center. She is a sinner. She's a sinner. She coming in to dominate. She ain't here for the bullshit. That's why I said when they got rid of Kate, I said, yeah, thank you, Natalie. You're finally seeing what I'm seeing. You have a team of dogs. They hungry. They not trying to wait for no Juju. They ain't gonna wait for no Hill Doggo. They like, we got ball holla. That's all we need is ball holla. If you can't hoop, you ain't no dog. You can't play here. You cannot walk in here. This is ball holla. We are here to ball. We don't care who you are. We are here to get to the playoffs and get to the next round. That's our mindset. That's our mindset. And Letitia, aka LA, is the right 5 to have for that. She's the right player. She also made some beautiful assist passes to get Gabby open and Janelle open. She's that player you need in your foxhole if you're trying to be a serious franchise, if you're trying to take the next steps. It's the facts. She's that type of player. The problem is we get caught up in this, oh, I need somebody to give me 20 and 10. Man, everybody ain't gonna give you no damn buckets. I need somebody who gonna block shots, get rebounds, make the extra pass, and when her number call, get me a timely bucket. Auntie, I don't think people understand what a timely bucket is. They don't even know what a timely bucket is. They don't even know what that is no more.
It can kill momentum. It can spark momentum. It can close the game. Timely. We needed that right there.
That's what you needed. That's what you needed.
It can stop the bleeding.
Yeah, underrated. Dog, LA took that game over last night. And I told everybody was like, man, Phoenix just blew the Aces out. I said, bro, they coming to ball holler. I've watched this team. I told everybody, Auntie, before the season, ball holler and Golden State gonna be a problem. And I told everybody, Natalie gonna keep LA. Everybody like, I don't know if they gonna keep her, because I said, look, Natalie wants to win. Natalie ain't there for the damn radio. Look, it ain't about popular no more. Can you play? LA can hoop. You got rid of Timmy, you got rid of Mo, and I told people they're gonna keep LA once LA touchdown is on and popping. It's on and popping. Even after the game, they was in the locker room and all of them, everybody was like, man, LA, man, this LA, man. Everybody came over there like that's what they needed. She's that hooper who didn't fit. Remember, we talked about she was in Atlanta. Tanisha didn't know how to use her. They didn't know how to use her. Does that mean she's a bust? No. Just means that's not a right place for her. And guess what? She went to the right place. She hooping. Held down AT, held out on DB, gave them the business last night on the defensive end. So that's what I'm saying. Golden State, they got them a center, and she gonna be there to stay. She's somebody who can hoop and everything. Hey, that's cool. Carter and keeper, that's cool. She in a better place now. She in that purple and black. She in that purple and black. That purple and black finna be around. She gonna be around a long time over there because that's what they needed.
You know what else?
You add her.
She fought to be there though. She fought.
Yeah, she fought
to be there. So if they turn their back on her, I'm gonna really have a side eye for this organization because she passed up other opportunities to make sure she was available for them. So I hope this thing work out.
I think it's gonna work out. Look. I'm gonna stand on it. LA gonna change that team around. They gonna get to the playoffs. They gonna give a team fits in the first round. They gonna give a team fits.
This is the thing. This is the thing that I keep remembering. Amir dropped a 30 ball last year in the preseason, and then it was like they forgot she was on the team. So for me, y'all better lock in this time. Quit wasting her time. If you really don't want her, let her go someplace. Because
but Auntie, they do that with every player. They do that with a lot of players. There's a lot of players that hoop like LA last year that should have been in the league. That's what they do. They've been doing this since the beginning of time.
What I'm talking about is she was on the bench, and then you were in a playoff situation where you could have used her to get over the hump, but you didn't play her, so you can't forget about her. Don't have me
right. They didn't play her because they had Mo and Timmy. That's why they didn't play her. Now that they're out the way, man, she's starting. She's gonna be there for the next 3-5 years, and I put that on everything. I already know. Like they didn't play her because of that. Now that they're gone, there's no excuse no more. She finna play.
She they better give her the respect that she earned. That's all I'm saying. What else we got? Young gun needed to be in the right place, right coach. She been a baller. Most folks in these spaces can't talk basketball. They're here for the drama narratives. Everything. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Big Lou. That's why we saying this ain't the space for lazy takes. It's enough of them spaces around here. It get tiring, don't it? You know what I'm saying? Just get tiring. I really just want to talk some basketball.
Y'all see what I did? I took both goon wrenches away, put them in timeout. I ain't got time for that this year. Like you gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow.
If you gotta be mad to watch basketball, please don't come up.
Yeah,
this is a happy
I don't
space.
watch basketball just because I like Kiki Rice don't mean I don't like Raven. I like both players. You can like more than one player. I don't get what y'all be like, oh, you don't like this player because you like that player. No, I like both players.
But that's not even the point. I think the thing is, I'm not a Kiki Rice fan. I'm not a Kiki Rice believer, right? But I can have a conversation with you about Kiki Rice around basketball and say these are the things that Kiki has to show me for me to be like, okay, Kiki, I see you. Now Kiki showed up. She's here trying to figure it out. Kiki didn't have a stellar preseason. She didn't have a bad preseason. She had a rookie preseason. Everybody that comes into the league doesn't go straight into starting and figuring shit out, right? Some people it takes time. Everybody's journey is their journey. So let's see what she do.
Right.
What I what I am happy about this class, this draft class, is everybody that's stuck, nobody is scared. I don't see anybody that's like, I don't know, what should I do? Whoever y'all put in front of them, they D'ing them up. They trying to shoot the ball over them. They coming in the hoop. And I love the energy.
Auntie, I told you
that they coming in.
I told you last year the next 5 classes are finna shape the league. They finna shape the league.
Oh, of course.
This is the NBA in the 80s now. This is gonna be the NBA from the 80s.
My thing is this: they have the W is finna get their first 96 draft class. Where it's a group of superstars entering the league at the same time. They haven't had that. It's been a superstar and some people. It's been some people and a star. Y'all got a superstar coming.
Yeah.
Jabari, Olivia Miles just cooked on Jordan Canada. I had to give her credit there. I give credit where credit's due.
No, but KKS, they give look, the Valkyries, this is the Valkyries. If you hoop, you hoop. Yeah, LA didn't play last year. I'm with Auntie. I don't discredit what Auntie's saying. That's Auntie's right. She should have played last year. But me, I've been watching sports a long time, just like she has. LA gonna hoop. The issue is Golden State is this is the system. This is what we finna do. Hoop. Let's get it done. They're not here to, I'm a tank. I'm gonna get this player. That if you there right now, we finna play. That's just what they do. You either like my boy say, you either sink or swim or you barbecue or mildew. It is what it is. That's how they play. That's how we used to play old school, where it was, I'm here to take your spot. You got to show me something. Everybody on that roster contributes to something about winning. Everybody in there got the mindset of next play up. And Natalie has been on championship teams with the Las Vegas Aces. And she's been on NBA rosters where she's seen the mentality is let's get the job done. And that's how Golden State plays. They don't care if you the Aces or you the Mercury, the Liberty. They like, look, you don't have to see us. We here to play. And that's the attitude that I saw from them last year, the postseason, the preseason. I watched all the players in the offseason develop their game. I watched the preseason, and I see what the vision is. We got ball holla. We good. We're good. These is our hoopers. Let's play. I'm already pissed at the Warriors. Okay. Seatbelt game back together. Yeah, seatbelt game back together.
It could be a sensitive topic when you hear Golden State and basketball. I understand. I'm a Warrior fan. So I get it. It's okay. I understand. That's why I say, yeah, seatbelt game back together. Who you got tomorrow? ATL versus Dallas. Interesting.
ATL versus Dallas. I got ATL winning.
Okay. I mean, it's a Gamecock. I'll go with my Gamecocks. You wanted to talk about the GM survey. What was on your mind about the GM survey?
My issue with the GM survey is, why can't we go back to people having to prove it? A lot of the names they had on the list, like a Page, CC, and I'm a Page fan, but they haven't earned nothing yet. Like, why are we overlooking the Asias and the Stewies? Asia was tied with CC on who to build a team around. You had Page better than her. Where was Stewie at? Where was AT at? It's like, I just don't understand why we keep disrespecting these players. Jackie Young was nowhere to be found but for a clutch shot. Like, Jackie Young's way better than just a clutch shot. Jackie Young is...
Where was Aaliyah Boston?
Yeah, like, where was Aaliyah Boston? Where was Angel Reese? Where was all these other players? Like, how are we not expanding the league? Like, if you should have did a thing on upcoming young players, and you should have included Gamecocks, UConn, LSU, and then just put the older generation, like the players who have laid the foundation up there. You're just so quick to push Asia and Stewie and all of these players out the way for like your media darlings. And it's just getting sickening. I didn't like the survey. I thought it was distasteful. I don't think they're trying to connect with the fans. They're just trying to push a narrative. They're just trying to push bullshit. And it's just getting exhausting now. It's just dumb right now. So it's like, I'm just sick of it. I just think that they need to do a better job. And if we're going to do surveys, mention the people that's still here. Stewie and Asia's like 28. Stewie's only 31. Why not include them? AT's only like 33, 34. Like, I don't get it. Like, when it comes to, I know this is the men's side, LeBron, y'all celebrate him being 41 or Tom Brady 45 or whatever. Why aren't we celebrating like the DBs or the ATs? Like, why? Like, why are we so in a rush to push the legends out? I don't get it. I don't understand it. And then you had Malunga for, breakout season. Why not have Camilla up there too? Why not have anybody else up there, AB or somebody? Like, why are we just still stuck on just like one player or two players? Like, why can't we feature like 5 to 10 players? Why does it always got to be one or two? Like, I don't understand.
They're lazy. They're lazy. You would have to watch games for that. You would have to really do research for that. Like you would have to do real journalism for that. If we're going to talk about more than one player, it's too easy not to, right? It's too easy not to. But also, we got to start pushing back and demanding that stuff. What you like, share, and comment, and push out there tells people what people want to see.
Yeah,
it tells the folks what y'all want to see. Yeah. So we got to do better about that. But for so long it's been that way. That we let people get away with it.
Too much. We let them get away with it too much.
There are plenty of stories to tell. Now I will say this, because I saw somebody. I meant to start a comment. So if you still here, remind me who it was. The USA user experience last night for basketball. How did you like that with the pregame, the postgame, the ladies in there? Did you get to see that with Shamika, Renee? All of them?
Yeah. Look,
what did you think about how USA basketball rolled it out? Even like the way they had some of their emojis and how they share some of the stats. USA took a grown up approach to how they rolled out their basketball. I enjoyed it. So,
it was the best rollout I've seen in a long time. I love Renee Montgomery. I love Renee. Renee is a breath of fresh air. Seeing Shamika, a player I told you, like, she's my favorite player. Like, I wanted to cry yesterday because that's my favorite player. I grew up Pat Summitt fan. Watching Shamika's, that's my girl, and to see her up there, it felt good. And to watch, is that Elle Duncan, I believe it was, man, I like her better away from the bullshit, the agenda shit. I like her more in spaces like that, where we're actually speaking about hoops. Not an agenda, not a narrative. We're actually talking the history, talking about what the game meant to them. That's stuff we need to get more of. We don't need all of this fluff piece shit. You know that fluff piece shit, they done did like the fever and like just focusing on one player. They actually talked about the game. They talked about the players. The rollout felt like a real W show, like a woman's sport, not a WNBA show, but a woman's show about who. I enjoyed it. I loved it. Okay. I love the rollout.
I'm gonna say this too. I love the USA, but WNBA, shame on y'all for Ion. all them years, y'all had that man. You know which man I'm talking about? Look like he gonna sing an old black Negro spiritual up there. On Friday.
Yeah.
They got where he at now? Y'all got some new money and fired him. Don't do my man like that, man. For years,
don't do him like that. Don't do that.
Y'all better find my man and roll him back out. I don't know his name, but every time I see him, I feel like we shall overcome. Y'all better find him. Y'all know who I'm talking about on Friday night. If y'all know that man's name, let me know what his name is. But WNBA, shame on y'all. Y'all shouldn't have cut them people out at Ion after Ion was at Lifetime dropped y'all. Remember, I was at Lifetime for Lifetime dropped y'all. They was like, you know what? We better with just doing the movies. We're gonna get basketball out of here. We doing better with repeats. They got rid of y'all. Ion was like, you know what? We're gonna take a chance on y'all. And not only did they do that, they made an in-studio pregame halftime show. You hear me?
Yeah.
And then y'all got some new money and got rid of all them people. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Shamika Holdsclaw should be celebrated more, but I think that Shamika Holdsclaw also took herself out of the limelight for a minute to be able to just take care of Shamika for a while. So I'm glad to see Shamika back out here and you know, looking for her to get her flowers. Now that she's decided to come back out. Looking forward to it.
She needed to get her mind right. Like Shamika was in a bad spot, bad space. She needed that time away from all hoops to get herself back right.
And I think the loss of Pat Summitt, you know, different people touch people in different ways, depending on, you know, what her role was in their lives. So just, you know, people, you know, but you know, glad to see her back around the game. But really, you know, just for real, where my little, hold on, I'm gonna make some noise real quick for USA Today. Where they at? Round of applause.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Shout out to USA Today. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Like, it actually felt like I was watching a game. I was actually watching a great game. Like you weren't even thinking about narratives. You were enjoying a great show, a wholesome show. And that's what Renee brings a lot. Renee brings that every show she's on. Like, she's just the energy. Like, she's a ball of energy. And that's something that needs to be put around more. Like, that needs to be brought out more. Because it makes you as a viewer like, man, I actually want to watch hoops. I actually want to learn about it. Instead of having all these bland ass people y'all usually get. It's like, come on. Like, let's keep this up. Let's not take steps back. Let's keep this up. We got to keep this up. That was a good show.
Oh, man. Did I mess up? Did I say USA Today? No, USA Network. USA Network.
Yeah, USA Network. Yeah, it was a mistake, guys. You know, tomato. Our fault. We can correct ourselves.
Nah, I ain't making them Good Morning America, but I thought they did a good job.
What's up, AJ? Yeah, I mean, look. Yeah, Mario. Look, L. Duncan has been better since leaving ESPN. Look, L. Duncan is very intelligent, very bright woman. I just don't like her around the fookery, which is ESPN.
Is Elle the one that signed a deal with Netflix, or is that somebody else?
I think that was her. I think it was Elle. Okay. Elle did. Because Elle left the show on ESPN, and the other girl, I can't think of the lady's name. She took over for Elle.
Is Netflix supposed to be doing something around women's basketball, or is she doing something else over there? Do you know?
I don't know. I just know she went to Netflix. I think she's going to be doing something else.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you said she switched up on ESPN in real time.
Yeah, man. Like, I keep trying to tell y'all, man, ESPN full of shit, bro. A lot of people leave ESPN and their careers soar after they leave that shit. I'm telling you, ESPN is a cesspool.
You get to be more authentically yourself, depending on where you go.
Mm-hmm.
You get to be authentically yourself. So there's that.
Yeah, you do. And that's what I love about it, because these women, we need them to lead the younger generation of women into a good headspace. We don't need narratives and agenda and all that bullshit. We need to give grace and love to the real hoopers out here who continue to hold it down. Like we got to get out of this manufactured shit and let's talk about authentic shit. That manufactured shit don't last long. That's why you got a warranty on your car. It's manufactured. It's gonna break down one of these days. But authenticity is gonna last for infinity, a lifetime. Whether you here or you're gone, authenticity is gonna be here. So we got to get back to that. Like nobody's watching this bullshit no more. The manufactured shit's over with. It's time to get back to the real. Yeah, ESPN is a toxic media base. I agree. Yeah, like you got him on there bullying people. Like, yeah, like, come on. Yeah, Michael Smith is more authentic. Michael Smith left because what they wanted him to do was some bullshit. They wanted him to fire Jamel Hill and he would keep the show and stuff. He said, hell no, I'm out. If she go, I'm going too. Like ESPN full of shit.
They got her moving around. L doing all the box. She doing sports, period. Okay, let's go, L.
Yeah, shout out to L, man. Hey, look, L, look, I like okay, Brad, Shamika lost the two most loved and important people in her life, her grandmother and Coach Summit. Yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it. I'm still trying to recover from my pops gone. So yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, he a real one, Kamish. Like he basically left because of that. Because he still would have kept his show if he would have did what he did, but he left. Like, man, look, I'd rather be authentic. I gotta be authentic, man. I can't, you can't keep going off of kissing ass and all of that. That shit don't last long. They just gonna find somebody else to replace you. That's why you gotta stay authentic and stay real to your brand, true to your brand. You can't put no bullshit out there. And that's why Auntie told me when she invited me to do this, man, look, we gonna be authentic. We talking hoop. If you ain't talking hoop, you coming with lazy takes, you up out of here. And I'm gonna do the same thing like she said. You up out of here. It's too much energy for that shit. Nobody wanna hear that. We gotta support the real and keep pushing these women to higher status. Because one day I want the W to be able to operate on their own without the NBA, without no bogus ass men, bogus ass women. I want them to authenticate themselves. They by themselves. They ain't got to deal with that shit. They could be their own entity. That's what I want them to do. That's what I push them to do. That's why I want these next 5 to 10 years to be ratings heavy, promoting the sport, promoting the players, promoting the old heads, and getting away from that NBA chokehold, because the NBA is not good for them. They will be better by themselves.
I want to keep the conversation around the game and the stuff they do good, because these ladies really are collabing and partnering off the court. Like the fans be really too mad at each other for
no reason, Auntie.
It's like barbershop talk. Like when the horns sound, like we all back. It's just talking hoops. Like I don't know, you still mad? Like you still angry about it? It's just not that serious, bro. It just really it shouldn't be like that. Where are we on Caitlin Chen? The WNBA should have been independent. They should drop the whole NBA part. They should be W. Yeah, I don't even know.
Hell yeah.
Caitlin Chen is a hooper. Caitlin Chen showed the fuck out. And she coming in hooping. Caitlin Chen is a hooper.
Yeah.
Bag deep. What you mean? Where we at with Caitlin? Caitlin,
she played last night.
I tell you, look, Caitlin Chen is so in right now in my chat. Capital CC, Kennedy Carter. Lowercase CC, that's Caitlin Clark. CHEN, that ain't even short for Ken. That means Caitlin Chen in my chat. Like there's Chen, there's CC, there's big CC, lowercase CC. That's where I'm at with Caitlin Chen.
Yep. So WNBA's 11-year media deal is now worth $3.1 billion. That's what I'm saying, Big Lou. Like, I want them to get to a space where we don't have to have the NBA attached to the W. Man, hell, they could just call it the W. We ain't gotta call it WNBA. Just call it the Dub. That's it. That's your league.
Just
like
get all of
you
that
don't
out.
need the NBA. You don't need the NBA. Just get that out of there, man. This is the Dub.
But
That's it.
They keep doubling down on this shit though. They keep doubling down on it and bringing in more NBA type owners, NBA influence.
Yeah, and I'm tired of that shit because they're gonna because now they're gonna have too much control, bro. And we're trying to get away from all that shit.
But the NBA owners aren't continuing to just buy up the franchises. The W is approving them to buy up the franchises. There are plenty of private groups that have come in with money, minority groups, all kind of groups that came in with money, but they're not accepting that money. They're being very specific about who they allow to buy the kid, which is crazy.
That's the real conversation. See, Auntie done put y'all on to something. That's the real conversation.
Jason Tatum had his money in St. Louis. They told him no.
Yep.
Candace had her money. Candace had her money in Nashville. They told her no.
Nope. Nope. They're picking a certain.
It's been some, me and Political Lil really ran down some of the other groups. I don't want to take credit for that because Lil do a great job in her research. But we did a whole series on the forcing out of the private ownership because it makes it easier the next time around when it's time to make a vote. Well, we all in the good old boys room anyway. We've made our decisions out on the golf course. We don't have to deal with we don't have to deal with any private owners. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. The lack of journalism in the WNBA is agenda driven and it's toxic blend of mindsets, mainly racism and misogyny. So this is a women's sports league, and so this is why I am moving to what I'm moving to, and I have zero tolerance for a troll. I don't care how many of y'all are sitting up at nighttime talking about who I banned, who I won't let come on, what I won't let happen, because this is a community that is about uplifting and respecting the women that have built this league and continue to push it forward and give them a platform to be able to shine. And if that ain't what you want, it's all good with me.
Yep. You can see yourself out.
So,
or we will see you out for yourself.
And Big Lou, I wouldn't say that there's definitely more money in Nashville than Detroit. Don't sleep on Detroit. Detroit just had,
Detroit got money.
We just had the NFL draft here. We getting ready to have the Final Four here this year. Detroit is spending money. Don't be fooled about don't be fooled about what's in Detroit because I'm sitting in Detroit. I'm sitting in Detroit, and the history of women's basketball in Detroit goes deep. What I don't want Detroit to do is get here and really marry themselves to the Pistons. Just be Detroit. But exactly. That's another conversation for another time. But don't sleep on the money and the opportunity that's in Detroit.
Yes. Or we can help you out literally. Yeah, MJ, look, man, I'm not on that bullshit, bro. Like I'm here to talk hoop. If you ain't trying to talk no hoop, man, you could bounce. Like, I don't have the patience for it no more, bro. Like, we talking real hoop, man. We talking about what these women are doing. We gonna highlight the good play, the great play, the that play need to get better. You know, and that's what I was saying. Like people take what I said, MJ, when I said I'm not high on Cam Brink. You know what they take that as? Oh man, you think Cam ain't good? She ain't this. I'm like, I never said that. I just said I'm just not high on her. Just like Auntie say, I'm not high on Kiki. That don't mean she hate her. Like, y'all gotta stop being vague with your retort when you're talking ball with us. That's all. Like, there's players for everybody. You may like them. I may like this person. That's it. I just give an assessment from what I see, and I give you the best take I can. I told everybody Rory was going to make Washington. Everybody was like, man, Rory going to get cut. I said, all right. My brother hit me back. Hey, man, he was right. Rory going to stay. I said, I know she going to stay because she's a hooper. She a dog. Dogs going to find a way to stay.
Not only did Rory stay, Rory, the only thing that worried me about Rory was her height. Not only did Rory stay, Rory is closing the show. I gotta appreciate that. Let me see where was that question. Okay, so who was your standout hooper of the weekend?
My standout hooper of the weekend. I'm gonna go
And maybe
Anissa Morrow. I'm gonna go Anissa Morrow and Rakia Jackson. Those are my standout hoopers of the weekend. I liked how Rakia hooped in the Portland game.
Okay.
And I liked what Anissa did. Anissa basically showed everybody I'm here. And it's going to be hard for that coach to keep her coming off the bench. And then also, Pow. I got to give it to Pow. Man, I've been begging her to play, and Smecko been playing her. I believe she's going to start. I still believe she's going to start. I think it would be better for JC to come off the bench, but we'll see. Or, like Auntie said, don't matter who start, whoever finished the game. I would have Pow finish the game. If she's not going to start, let her finish the game. Because she made some big shots and she had some great defense. Her defense was very key down the stretch, but nobody want to talk about it.
I'm about to piss y'all off for mine. It's easy for me to go Gamecocks. I could say Letitia Mears, a lot of things I could say. There's a lot of players I could say. Letitia Mears was Gamecock of the night. But the thing that shocked me the most, really, honestly, the thing that shocked me the most about this weekend, Nephew, was how much I enjoy watching Portland play. I didn't expect Portland to scrap like they scrap. I did not expect Portland to scrap like they scrap. Portland was a good. It was a good little scrappy little team. So that was my surprise. Mm-hmm. Okay, kind of shocker of the weekend for me because they lost. Don't get me wrong.
They need to play my Mountaineer more. They need to play my Mountaineer more.
Oh,
Harrison. They need to play my Mountaineer more. Right.
Yeah, George.
Undrafted free agent.
So, what do you think about they're not making the playoffs? They not. I don't got them doing none of that, right? But Toronto. Here's the thing about Toronto. I expected Toronto to look kind of like they look. Camilla Ball too. Yeah. She was a Gamecock in the night too. It's easy for me to say a Gamecock. I'm doing a Gamecock show where I'll talk about
Camilla who?
So I try not to do it. I try not to be the person that drives a whole lot of Gamecock conversation in other shows, so that when I talk Gamecocks, I talk Gamecocks. But I'm gonna talk about Camilla too. But Portland, damn it, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't know how many games I got them winning and nothing like that. But I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna tune in and watch their games. I was gonna tune in anyway, but I'm interested. I would say that. You liked Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims hoop too. It was a really good.
Oh man, look, listen, man.
Go ahead.
Kurt, man, you cook. I ain't gonna give you credit where it's due. At first, I ain't know what you was doing, but when you saw Odyssey Sims, you saw what I saw. That was a good pickup. And then for Portland, like you were talking about, Auntie, they're a scrapping group, but I think what's gonna happen, Sarah and Harrison gonna get in that starting lineup because.
Well, you got Carla Late coming though. You got Carla Late. No,
you like Late? You think Late okay?
I keep her out there. Why not?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, what you like? I mean, I don't know if they can really go with a 3-guard rotation. Here's the thing. I don't know. I guess they brought Bridget. I guess because I was going to say, I guess they brought Bridget Clarkson there to be the star, right? She was their big signing.
Yeah. From the expansion draft.
But they may do better trying to lean into some of their height, like maybe a Gustafson, a Geisel Soda or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like I would go. I would go
Sarah Williams too. You got Sarah Williams too.
Gustafson. I would go Sarah Gustafson, Anxler, Carlton, and Jordan Harrison. That would be my starting lineup.
Really? And then you would have Barker.
I would have Lady come off the bench, and I would have the other girl come off the bench too, Louisa. I would have Louisa come off the bench.
Well, what do you do with Haley Jones? Because I really
Haley
thought
Jones.
Haley
I would bring Haley off the bench.
I thought Haley had got a job in Dallas, so I was surprised.
I would bring Haley off the bench, and I would have her run my point forward. I would have Lady play more off of her. Lady to me is just not a. She's not. She's more of a scorer.
Late, like she running late.
Oh, my bad, late. Yeah, like you late for dinner or late for a show. Got you.
I'm like, who is he calling Lady? I'm like, who is Lady? I'm scrolling.
I always call her Lady, and nobody corrected me. Thank you for correcting me. I'm calling this girl by her name. I'd be like, Lady. They looking like, who the hell is Lady? You mean Lady?
I'm like, who is this lady? I'm like, who is this lady? I'm like, wait.
Like I would bring Late off the bench. I think, and then I would close the game with Late and Harrison, along with depending on how Inksler or Carlton playing. Let them stay on. I would try to let Gustafsson get into a rhythm and get going, because I really think they'll have something with her and Sarah before next year come when they pick in the draft. Emily said, "All good, HD." I called her elite. Oh, elite. Oh Lord. We both wrong, Uncle J. He is late. He is late.
Nah, I'm like, dang, who did Nephew tell me he like on this team? I was like, so it ain't Sarah. Who is this lady? It ain't Bridget. Emily. I was scrolling back. I was like, I don't know who he talking about.
You mean Late? Yeah, Late. I was on my James Brown for a minute, y'all. That is a bar. That's a bar.
That's a bar by itself, buddy. That is a bar. So I got a question for everybody because one of the things I think we were talking about potentially Enrique to Portland. Do you still feel like that after what you saw with Dallas? Or do you think that Enrique is in Dallas like I think Enrique is in Dallas?
Just like you think, you were right about it. Odyssey Sims makes it work. So I would keep Enrique, because Enrique, I think she trusts Paige, but her and Odyssey are real close. They're real good friends. And remember, she played there before. Remember, she had to leave because Satu came back from injury, so they couldn't keep her on. Odyssey and Enrique and Paige is going to be problems this year. They're going to give a lot of teams problems. And then Zaya coming off the bench, man, that 4-guard rotation is nasty. Like, Zaya could be a starter on some teams. That's how good Zaya is playing. I'm not Zaya, excuse me, Zaza. That's how Zaza's playing, like crazy. I think Enrique fits. Like, I think it's a long-term thing, Auntie. I think, like Paige and Odyssey said it, like, Paige don't have to go out and get you 30. Enrique don't got to get you 30. Odyssey can mess around and get you 31 one game. Or Odyssey can give you 5, but give you about 10, 15 assists, and everybody else eating. So I think this is the right fit for her to be there. I wouldn't make that move to Portland. I would keep this long term, because Auntie, the only way I would have done it is if AZ was ahead of time. But even if she was ahead of time, I wouldn't do it if it looks this good. I would say, F it. Enrique, you stay. Bump it. Like, we can build something here. The only issue I have, I think they overpaid for Alana Smith. I would have went more with Lee Yaroo at the 5 and Shepard at the 4. But I understand why they got Alana. But I think I would have just signed Shepard and then let Lee and Maddie play the 4 or the 3.
I think we could probably do a show on players that got overpaid this year. Some players got overpaid because of CBA. People had money to spend. People was feeling generous. I don't know what it was. But it's a few people who got more money. It's like, you got what? Okay, well, maybe it's just an off year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
probably an off year.
But it's a few people who are like, you got what money?
Yeah, like I'm not sure about some people contract. Yeah.
Yeah, the contracts was like, what?
You know what I'm saying? I don't trust some contracts. Like we got to revisit some people's contracts. Some people got overpaid. I think people were feeling generous, but I like Enrique there. I think Enrique, like I told you, I got Dallas making the playoffs. I got them between 5, 6, or 7. And I think they're going to be a dangerous team when they get there. They got I like their coach. I think he's hard nosed on them. They needed that. Enrique needed a coach, like you said. I think you said this last week. Enrique might have just needed a coach who knew how to coach. Maybe that last coach just didn't know how to coach. And from listening to her post game and watching her on the floor, her body language is a lot better. Her and Paige have a big trust in the coach. They're actually running a system that everybody can touch the ball. And Enrique's playing like Notre Dame Enrique. Like she's playing like Notre Dame Enrique, where the ball was moving, and then when it was time for her to be that Enrique they needed, that's when she turned into it. But I like it. I love this fit for her. And Enrique looks like she's gotten stronger. She done built some muscle up. She's very strong. Like it's hard for somebody to double team and try to knock her off her spot. And I like her passing. She's making the extra pass. Defensively, she's trying to defend. She's giving effort. She's not going to be a lockdown defender, but she can have a high IQ and give you effort. I really like what she's doing. I would not trade her to Portland. If I'm Portland, I would make that adjustment to that starting lineup I suggested, and then I would play to be in the bottom 5. I think they'll be in the bottom 3 or 4, and then go get you somebody next year like a Hidalgo or a Maddie or Juju or a Tessa or a MK, or go get you a player like that, and then go from there. That's what I think Portland ought to do. But I mean, Jarrell, but Jarrell.
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, before you speak, let me ask Jarrell this. Please tell me about when Enrique was ball hogging in the games that we saw this season. I'll go ahead, nephew. I'll wait. I'm curious. Let me know.
Yeah, like she's a lot bigger. She's ready. Look, this is if y'all go back to the championship season, she played with Satu and them. They didn't win a championship, but they got to the playoffs. They played the Aces, they lost to the Aces. Enrique was moving the ball that time. I just think Auntie said it best. Enrique needs a coach who knows how to coach her and who she has respect for.
But she also has to have players around her that she trusts. Enrique, when you say Enrique was ball hogging, tell me who you would have threw the ball to when she was out there. Satu wasn't out there.
Nobody.
Maddie, who is that Segrist that's there? She was hurt too.
No, she passed it. She passed it to Segrist, but remember, Segrist was hurt. She was hurt.
Yeah, I'm talking about the year that Satu was still there. The last year that
Segrist was hurt.
They was both hurt.
Segrist was hurt. Yeah.
Who was there that she was really supposed to pass it to? Like, you got it, because that was the year that they drafted J.C. Sheldon. Remember?
Right.
Like, let's really talk about what was in Dallas, and then it was like, was she ball hogging, or was it was Enrique in a Enrique or bust situation?
Man, it was Kobe right after Shaq left, Auntie.
Ever since Paige got there, I've seen Enrique do nothing but try to buy in and understand how do I fit in, what do I do, what can I do, to the point that Paige had to check Man Bun and fire him in a presser. I told y'all right there, Paige just fired him.
Yep.
Paige is the grown-up in the room in Dallas.
Yep.
Enrique understands that. Enrique is tired of having to be the adult in the room. She want to win. I don't understand this narrative on Enrique, but help me.
And then also y'all got to remember, Enrique was drafted to Dallas. She was drafted to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? She was drafted to Dallas. So a lot of people will adjust if you put talent around them. If you're not putting talent around a talented player like Enrique, Yeah, she's gonna take the ball and shoot the ball because nobody else there to give it to. JC Sheldon, all of these players that they had there was not on Satu or Seagra's level. So who was she gonna pass to? She wasn't when Odyssey came, she passed to Odyssey. Did she or did she not? Remember Odyssey and her had that big game against the Fever where they won before the break?
Remember, I think that Odyssey was headed back to Dallas until they got the #1 pick. When they got the #1 pick, they moved off bringing Odyssey back from LA and went with Paige. This is how I think Odyssey didn't end up back with Dallas right away because they ended up getting the first draft pick and they brought Paige in. Now they had more money this time around to be able to bring Odyssey back into the fold. I think. Go ahead. Yeah, they brought in Uzun. That's right.
Yeah, they brought in Uzun and all of them. B Will look, they're gonna have some bumps in the roads, but this team is solid. This team will be fine. What the head coach is trying to do, he knows what he wants to do. He is the one who wanted Enrique on the team. Paige said, we can go get some players, but we're not getting rid of Enrique. They didn't want to get rid of Enrique. They wanted Enrique there. That's why they paid her the max. So they're going to be fine. They're going to have some bumps in the road because it's the season. You're going to have some losses here and there. But as a collective group, I'm sorry. I like this team. I like Dallas. I think Dallas is going to be, they're going to give a lot of teams problems, man, with Odyssey, Paige, Enrique, Zaza coming off the bench. AZ's gonna get up to speed sooner or later. You got Jessica Shepard. Jessica Shepard was a great pickup because she brings that versatility they need at the 4 position. Seagrass looks good this year. Some people got Seagrass in their most improved list this year. She looked good. Lee Yuru gonna catch up. They got a team. Dallas got a team, man. Look, I'm not letting Enrique go. I'm keeping her. Because look, let's be for real. Outside of Kennedy Carter and Kelsey Mitchell at the guard, she's the best bucket getter. Seriously, she's the best bucket getter out of all the guards. Out of Ken Dog and KM, you could argue Ken Dog being the best, the KM second, or Enrique is up there with them as one of the best ball getters. And I'm not discrediting Alicia. I'm just saying, as far as that small guard, I'm not talking about, because we know Alicia, she that woman. I got her in my MVP conversation this year. I'm just saying small guards. Let me tell y'all that before somebody come back in my comment section. No, you forgot about Alicia. Did not forget about Alicia. I'm just saying, out of that small guard, that bona fide hooper, that go get that bucket getter, Kennedy Carter, Kelsey Mitchell, Enrique are in a whole class by themselves at that size. They are. So I'm not getting rid of that, Auntie. Because Auntie, if the system break down, I need somebody to go get me a bucket right now. I'm sorry. I can't lose that. I can't lose that at all. I'm sorry. So
here was my thing. Here was my thing with Enrique all the time. I saw Enrique go drop, what was it, 34 on the All-Star team?
Yes, the USA team.
You understand? I can't let that type of firepower leave my organization.
I can't.
You got to figure out a way to keep that. You got to keep that weapon. You don't get that type of heavy artillery.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Auntie.
It's like having a 50 cal. You know what I'm saying? It's like having a 50 cal back there. You gotta hold on to that thing, man. You get a hold of it. So
that's what I'm saying, Auntie. Look, me and Auntie, we ran a team. We'll be like, look, even the stuff I said about Kennedy, Auntie would be like, yo, we bring Kennedy to the team. Shit, come on in. Hey, fall down them stairs again. I need my rent money. The rent due, mother. Look, Auntie, you can't find no bucket getter. You need a bucket getter. I'm throwing it here. Take that shit. Skull.
Exactly. Enrique is a different type of talent. A different type of talent.
Even Paige said it. Paige, That's Enrique. Like, I don't think y'all know who Enrique is.
And it's like Kim Oki said, you know what I'm saying? She was, she was saying it for one thing, but really it is the truth. Ballers want to play with ballers. Like,
yeah,
I get it. I'm putting together a team. Man, me and you finna run. Oh, what me and you can do together? Yeah.
Oh, it's over with.
Let's run it, right? Let's run it.
It's over with.
Don't we gotta be honest. We gotta be honest about those things. I think since last season, I felt like they were just getting their pieces together to keep Enrique.
Yeah, look, like I said, Auntie, like I told you when they brought Odyssey in, I said, okay, this gonna work, because I wasn't discrediting Enrique or Paige being able to hoop together, but I needed that PG, that floor general. I needed that because sometimes Enrique and Paige, they like to take it in their own hands, and it might mess everybody else up, but not intentionally. Let me put that out there, because y'all think it's a beef thing. No, it's just some hoopers, like, it'll take away from some players who might need the ball in their hand to be able to fill a part of the offense. We've been around players like that. Odyssey brings that balance, and that's what I love. And then when Odyssey goes to the bench, Zaza bring that other balance. And then when Quinterly come back, I ain't forget about Quinterly, y'all. They still got Quinterly. They got some firepower, man. Look, if you ain't got no wings or guards who could defend, you gonna be in trouble. I'm telling you straight up truth. You gonna be in trouble. They got a lot of firepower.
Another thing, they got to trade pieces if they need them.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
It's gonna be some people to come calling for some of the people. I believe before it's all said and done, and I know that she's coming back from injury. I think before it's all said and done, somebody will call for Quinterly. I think that somebody will call for Quinterly.
If I'm Atlanta, I'm calling for Quinterly.
I said last year that I thought Chicago should have called for Quinterly. So,
man, Chicago should have called everybody last year.
I know that they got they point guard situations fixed now, but yeah.
Yeah, they got it fixed now, but last year they should have called everybody. They should have had the line on deck. Like, even if it's 3 a.m, Auntie, like, yeah, hello, yeah, I'm here. No, don't hang up, I'm here, yeah, I need that.
They did like an old school TV marathon. Come on, guys, call in. Look at the players. Look at the players. We're up here 22 more hours, guys. Come on, give us the calls. Give us the calls. Tell us who you got.
Right.
Make some suggestions.
Right. I need that. Yeah, I need that. Like when Angel hit that half court shot, I need that. Come on. I need that. All that. Dallas do got a lot of guards. Yeah, they do got a lot of guards, man. But look, listen, I told Auntie I'd rather have too much of something and not enough of it. I'm just saying. Because I could do something. Like Auntie said, I got trade pieces. I got assets. I could put a deal together to move Quinterly, but I can also get something back in return. I can get a future pick along with a player that can come in and help us. Just saying, like, I'd rather have an overabundance of something. You don't want to have less of something because it's going to be hard to try to fill that void. That ain't there. That's why I like what Washington did. Washington said, we know we got 100 wings and 100 forwards, but hey, we got pieces if we need to make some moves. That's how you got to think, man. You got to think that way. You don't want to go into the season and you only got 2 or something. That's it. You ain't got no more than 2 or 1. You in trouble then. That's what it comes on. Yeah.
I want to talk about Upshot. Some of these names that I'm seeing here. You tell me what you know about them. We got Reagan Richardson, Deja Kelly. These some of these basketball players you might want to watch play. Ayana Moore,
Reagan.
Harmony
those
Turner,
are good names.
Harmony Turner in the Upshot League. Interesting. Let me see. Q Morrison, Carissa Richardson, Olivia Cochran out of Louisville. Wow, that Savannah Steel team. That Savannah Steel team got a few names I know there. Let's see.
Does it come on TV or does it come on the app?
I don't know where the hell it come on. Cheyenne Sellers, Breonna Turnage. Me and Political Lil been covering it. I'm gonna get some more information. I'm gonna cover it as much as I can. Jessica Timmons, Diamond Johnson. Wow. Okay. Amaya Joyner. We knew that she was there. So some names that didn't make it into the WNBA really did make it into this Upshot league. So interested to see what this league looks like. You know, these ladies got another chance to play. First games are going to be on the 15th. It looks like, and all games will be broadcast on their YouTube channel. So it looks like we'll be watching on YouTube this season.
Oh, okay. So they got a YouTube. Okay, bet. I'm gonna watch that then.
Make sure you follow the Upshot League.
I'm gonna make sure now.
AB straight up, yeah. Jerry Lewis Telethon. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here. We need players. So Upshot League. Give them a follow. We got first games coming up on the 17th. But some names that I like, some names that I want to see what they do, some names that should be able to dominate in this league. So let's have some fun with it.
I found it. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be watching that shit, bro. Y'all gonna be seeing HD talking some shit.
We're gonna have some fun. Another opportunity to play. And then for those of you who are in the southeastern corner of the United States, man, get out there and check out some of the games. I think the
hell yeah, Booker. Hell yeah, Billy Dancy. If they drafted Booker and there was no Enrique, yeah, but I mean, my opinion, Booker's a better player than AZ though. That's just my opinion. Booker's a day one starter in the dub. So that's just me.
I think it's gonna depend on where she goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's asking the question. If there was no Enrique, it was just Paige and Odyssey there.
I'm saying, yeah, Booker could be a day one starter in this league. I think it just depends on which team she gets picked for, but for sure.
Oh yeah, Like she's not gonna be a first day starter on a team like the Aces or the Liberty or the Mercury. She's not gonna start on those teams. She'll have a chance on other teams though.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all real quick too. Amaya signed with Greensboro, so if anybody in Greensboro watching, gonna be boots on the ground checking them games out. Let us know. Jacksonville Waves. So this
Jacksonville, baby, Jacksonville. Yep.
Okay, Jacksonville. That's what y'all say down in Florida. Okay, Greensboro.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
The Jacksonville Waves, the Savannah Steel, and the Charlotte Crown. So those are the four cities. So
what's the four cities again, Auntie?
The Charlotte Crown, the Savannah Steel, Jacksonville Waves, and the Greensboro Grooves.
I like those spots. Those some good spots to start first. I like
MJ,
that.
Where are you at? Bree Hall already got called up and signed, brother. We're gonna have a Gamecock show later. We talked about that at the beginning.
We need you to stay up to it, Mr. Big Daddy. Long dog of the day. Oh,
you must have been deep in the lab. Bree Hall's been signed. I told y'all. I'm tapping the sign. I told y'all, never wrong, just early. I said Stephanie White wanted what? The entire seatbelt game. No.
She better.
You don't get called up from the development team. You're on a development contract. You can play up to 12 games, and then they have to make a decision about if they sign you to a regular contract or what they do with you. So you don't get called up. You do everything that the team does, and then they pick and choose when they play you.
Right.
So somebody burned a game last year. Somebody already burned one of their development games. So it'll be based on the team when they use your 12 games.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We don't know if it's not a 10-day contract. It's a development contract. It's a development.
Brad. She cooked. Yeah, she cooked the last two USA teams.
No, it's crazy. Not. It's not 12 days. It's 12 games, and you don't have to play 12 games in a row. It's at their discretion, from what I understand. You might not play for 6 games, and then they have you play a game, and you might play 10 more games, and then they have you play a game. They may save you into the end of the season and have you develop with the team for the entire season, and then play the last 12 games to see if they want to sign you. So it's not like there doesn't seem to be a time limit on it. There's a game limit. But that doesn't. It doesn't like. Oh, once you play one game, you got to play everything.
I
All the
don't
rest of the.
I don't think Booker's soft, Dre. I just think I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I think Vic Schaefer's holding her back, bro. Like her game is like she'll be fine. I just don't like Vic Schaefer. I told y'all, I think 98% of these coaches in college they're not good at developing. They're not. They're not good at developing and they're not good at helping players. I think it's only 2 coaches or maybe 3 at most probably that are great. Maybe 4 or 5. Like it's like real small percentage of great coaches who develop. The other coaches, they don't develop. They really don't. Because a lot of these players get into the league are playing a lot better than they did at their colleges. And I'm just saying, it's like, what's going on? Like, what are we doing? Just saying. Are they connected to the WNBA? They connected to the W, Auntie?
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. So here's the thing. Here's the way they explain themselves. They fancy themselves like an Upshot. I mean, I'm sorry. They fancy themselves like a G League. Upshot being a G League. So what they want is everybody supposed to be. This is supposed to be like the development to get to the WNBA. Whether you want to be a coach, player, GM, whatever, this is your opportunity to do it. And so what they're supposed to do, and what it looks like they're pretty much staying true to, is they're looking to be able to sign up players who didn't quite make it in the WNBA to give them an opportunity to play a 40-game season to get their game developed to a point where they would be picked up in the next year or 2. Give them
it's like the UFL. It sounds like the UFL because that's what the NFL do with the UFL. Okay. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, Cassandra Prosper. Like, it's like Neil. Like
that was very smart for her to go to the draft. That was a good move for her.
So it's it's like Neil Ivey. Would he like me and Auntie brass in the passive ass? Like, what were you doing? Like, it's like, I mean, look, I'm just saying, like, I only think it's a few coaches that actually coach like and develop. I'm sorry, like we got to pull a lot of these coaches' resume, man, and see how they got on. I'm just saying.
And the resume may not tell you why they got on. Kim Caldwell's resume wouldn't tell you that she was looking like the next head coach at Tennessee. Let me be honest.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I agree.
You weren't like, oh yeah, you know what? The next thing I could see her at Rocky Top. That wasn't what you saw there.
No, at all.
No, this is a different Cassandra Prosper. But the W gives you opportunity to show more things. See, this is the other thing that I think this is the other thing why I think when we say we're talking real takes and real basketball is that people have to understand that. And this is why we were like, oh my God, we're tired of hearing the lazy takes on Raven because she's doing what she's being asked to do.
Right.
And in college, sometimes what you're asked to do isn't necessarily the full extent of what your bag allows you to do. Right. So now I get to the league and it's like, okay, they was asking you to do that over there, but really we know you can do all of these other things. Pull that out your bag, pull that out your bag, pull that out your bag, because those are the things that will keep you on the floor here. That's what you did at college, but this is what we need for you to do here to get on the floor here and be impactful. The kids, the young women that can get there and switch that and know how to be a pro and play the role that they're being asked, those are the ones that you're gonna see stick. That's the most part of the development. It's the mindset and the being ready. Pow. They had set Pow down and forgot about Pow. And then it was time to go win the game. Pow. Come on here. We need you now. You know why?
Yeah.
They can trust her to be ready. Pro habits.
Yep. And that's what me and Auntie try to tell y'all about the pro habits of players. Like when we look at these players, we tell you stuff we like about them, what we don't like, what we got to see more of. And a lot of those players, like, you got to remember, like, when they get into the league, a lot of them will stick because their main assignment in school wasn't to just score. It wasn't. It was, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. That's what was asked of Raven. I don't need you to score. I need you to set my offense up, play defense, do the intangible things for us to win. Be the leader, be the head honcho on the floor. That's what was asked of her. But if you needed Raven to go get a bucket, Raven got a bucket. So it's like you can get a bucket more than one way. You ain't got to shoot a damn three. Y'all live in this age where everybody got to shoot a damn three. That's what's ruined basketball. That's why nobody watched the NBA. That's why nobody watched the NBA no more. Because all y'all do is shoot threes. I'm so happy we got Cade in the league and all these other hoopers, Anthony and all of that, like guys who actually can get to the next level, who can score from all other areas, not just the three. Like, that's basketball. You find a role, you get there, you dominate that role. Now you stick. What did Asia tell you the first day? Asia told you, oh, Angel gonna stick because she can rebound and she defend and she got a motor. Oh, Diana Taurasi told y'all, oh, Raven gonna play at the next level. She tough. She can play both sides of the ball. Like she's a knack for big plays, like making those little plays. But then people want to say, oh man, Diana don't know what she's talking about. Now she don't know what she's talking about. It's like, okay, like, what are we doing out here? You have to be able to find what you can do great. That's what you do. Like, y'all don't remember Terrell Davis, who played for the Broncos. Terrell Davis was on the kickoff team tackling people. He won no starting running back. He ain't get no burn. But when he knocked somebody ass out on the kickoff return, that coach is like, what'd he play? Running back, throw him in there. Guess what? 2 Super Bowls later, now what? What we talking about? You're not defined by where you're picked in the draft. You're not defined by not making it the first couple, maybe 3-4 years. That rookie that's in Phoenix is a 28-year-old who has never been in the W, finally got her shot. And what's she been doing? Taking advantage of it. Sometimes it takes you 5 years until you get in the league. But when you get there, you got to stick. That's why me and Auntie said, it ain't hard for you to get there. Can you stick? Come on. Like, y'all gotta be able to understand there's more to basketball than just putting the ball through the hoop. Yes, the point is to put the ball through the hoop, but there's more ways to help your team than just putting the ball in the hoop. And a lot of y'all have let these athletes and people lie to y'all, telling y'all, oh, it's just about scoring. Look at these numbers. Look at these triple doubles. Hey, guess what? Joker got a triple double. Guess where his ass is at? Home. His whole team got some buckets. Guess what happened though? They at home. Why? Because what Jaden McDaniels told y'all, they don't play no defense over there. They don't sacrifice. They don't do none of that. They all cones over there. And what did he do? He busted their ass. Busted their ass. Sent their ass home with all they triple doubles and they buckets. Come on, man. Like, y'all gotta get out of these weak ass takes, bro, and get out of these lame ass like arguments. Like, bro, if a hooper can hoop, man, they can hoop. They can hoop. So, you know, y'all gotta watch it. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly, Brass. We know that, but nobody else want to talk about that though. They don't want to bring that up. It's like, come on. Yeah, exactly, MJ. Everybody knows scoring a lot today. Like the New York Liberty last year. The Liberty, it wasn't that they couldn't score. The Liberty could score. The reason the Liberty lost was they ain't had no defense. Outside of Stewie, they ain't had no defense. Everybody was a cone. Like, you can't have all 5 of your position scorers and not at least 2 or 3 of them out of the 5 able to do anything else. They got to be able to do something else. Then you got some players that are like Leash. Leash, great scorer, great player. But Leash saved the game on the defensive end. She saved the game on the defensive end. But all they want to tell you about Leash is she's just a scorer. No, Leash is an all-around, both sides of the ball hooper. That's what she do. Pow pow, same thing, all-around hooper.
My bad.
No, you good, Auntie. I was just going on my rant. You all right?
It's all good. I did want to address one of them questions about the development players, the development contract.
Mm-hmm.
So from what I can see here, just on a quick like search and trying to understand, it sounds like based on what the commission said, you have to have 0 to 3 years of service, training to travel with the team without taking up a standard roster spot. If they get activated for all of the 12 games, if they get activated for the maximum 12 games, right, or reaches the team's total limit. So it's a 12-game limit per player. Development player can be activated for up to 12 games per season. So that's 24 total games. So it's not like you can reset by cutting and re-signing the player. That's all you got. After being activated, the player is typically converted to a standard roster contract if the team wants to continue using them in games. They earn a prorated minimum salary of about $6,000 per game when they get activated. If they use their 12-game limit and the team has used this 24-game limit, they got to choose to either sign them to a standard contract or have them continue solely in a non-activated development role. You can't play no more. Just keep developing. They can switch a standard contract player to a development contract, but they must waive the player, risking them being claimed by another team. They get a weekly stipend of about $750 per week for the duration of the season, and then the game payout $6,000 per game. They can earn about $73,000 for 12 games, plus a stipend. So that's what I'm seeing out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So it could work, could not work. Depends. But I think we'll know better. I think we'll know better when we see the entire CBA drop out.
Yeah, we'll see a lot better. But I'm gonna make sure to take a look at that Upshot league because the players you name, a lot of them players I love watching in college.
And there may be some more names that you don't know. I mean that you know that I didn't even mention. Because I just because
Reagan Richardson, like if she can just get her offensive game on point, she'll be straight. Because she's good defensively, she just struggles offensively. If she can work on that ball handling and being able to make the extra pass better, I think she'll be able to play at that next level. Harmony just need to get bigger because they say she 5'11", but she look like she 5'5". She gotta get some hog mogs in her.
Right, Harmony is 5'11". Damn.
That's what they were saying, like 5'10", 5'11". I'm like, I gotta go see this again. I don't know. She look like she 5'5".
Damn. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna see what happens. What you got up for the rest of the day?
I'm gonna be out. I'm finna take my mom out and everything. I ain't take her out yesterday. Take her out today and my sister, and then I'll be back for night hours tonight.
Okay.
We'll be doing night hours tonight, y'all. Make sure y'all pull up for night hours.
What I was finna say? No games tonight. No games tonight. I got a Gamecock to show. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about 13 Gamecocks in the dub. And we got the CC show tonight, so be on the lookout for those. Let me see. I don't want to ask you about all the games. What's the biggest games this week? You told me Atlanta, Dallas. Who you got? Indiana, Los Angeles.
Indiana.
Minnesota, Dallas.
Dallas.
Washington at Indiana.
Washington.
Las Vegas at Atlanta.
Las Vegas.
Washington, Dallas. At Dallas.
I'm gonna go Washington.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Oh, before I get out of here, I gotta do one couple housekeeping things. I did not get this done. Yo, Harley, truck. Appreciate the cash apps. Before I get out of here too, I gotta remind y'all, as always, y'all know it's a big thing to give back to the community. We got the Help Us Find Us, my partnership with my collaboration with the Black and Missing Foundation. They got their 5K run walk on happening on May 30th in Maryland. Make sure y'all get out there over to their website, check it out, sign up. Help us find us. The Black and Missing Inc.org is their website. Check them out. We out here missing and nobody's trying to find us, y'all. We gotta help us find us. So hashtag help us find us. HD, what about Tiomi Key?
Tiomi Key, who asked me, what about Tiomi Key? Oh, Key straight, but Sandy Brondello don't develop talent or young players. So Key and Kiki gonna be wasted on that roster until they get up out of there. She's not a developed, like Sandy is a coach who needs a veteran team. That's the type of coach she is, like a team that has all-stars or superstars on it. She's not if you look at her body of work, she's never been a coach to develop talent. Like she's not that. Like that's why Key and Kiki, if they go to another place, they'll be a hell of a duo. They'll be a hell of a good player. But they own Toronto right now. So maybe we'll get them in. It's gonna be probably because of injury that they're gonna get more minutes. Other than that, they're not gonna play that much. That's why I'm not stressing about Kiki. Like I know the teams like that you go to, you're gonna play it. She's not gonna play there because of Sandy. Sandy's just stubborn. I know the coaching style. So that's all. Key's fine. She's still light in the ass, but she a rookie. But she'll get that in all season. She'll get bulked up.
Absolutely. Matt, great conversation, nephew. Looking forward to Sunday. Hopefully StreamYard ain't trying to hold down greatness like they was this Sunday, so we can say less, mean more. Definitely got a lot to talk about on that show. We saying less and meaning more. So meaning more. So we're gonna get that done. Nephew got shows tonight. I got stuff going on tonight. Make sure y'all are following on both platforms. Hit the like, the share, the hype, all of that. They are right there. As soon as this video is over, come back and hype it on both platforms. We appreciate the support. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Now with the sound of Open HDiiTV, Says Talk Sports.